PlayStation Nation. You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing it back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters need to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing it back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation Podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their bag like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential, gaming credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation?
Welcome to another episode of the What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 196 to be exact. Yes, we're closing in. It is almost summertime. You know what I mean? We're bringing in the summer vibes today with Summer Game Fest information and talk. But man, it's beautiful outside. It is nice and cool. It was a little bit rainy today. Rainy this week and a little bit gloomy. But today it kind of brightened up a little bit. Hopefully it stays that way out here in New York, man. But we see the beautiful people in the chat, the beautiful PlayStation Nation in the chat. What is up? Good morning, everyone. Hopefully y'all are having a good weekend, a wonderful morning. Hopefully you had a wonderful week playing some games and all that stuff. But for those people that are new here to What's Up PlayStation podcast, after 196 episodes, still new people coming in. We are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest, the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. And I am one of the hosts here. My name is Jay Bari, and I got the best lisp on YouTube. I haven't heard the lisp in a long time, but hey, it's still there. But as you can see, What's Up PlayStation podcast, the two-man crew. You see him down there right below. The other co-host, the other host of the podcast, Gaming with Persona. Yo, Persona, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's up? What's going on, people, man? Your boy Persona, Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And yeah, man, shout out to the WUPS community, people that check out our channel every week. And anybody finding our channel for the first time, hopefully you enjoy your stay. And by the end of the show, we earn your like and your subscribe. And yeah, man, it's, good to be here, talk about some gaming news. And yeah, man, 4 episodes left, man, before we get to that episode 200. And, we hit the peace sign and we out on the first thing smoking. But, shout out to everybody here, man, and appreciate everybody, coming through.
Yeah, for episode 200, we definitely would like to do something like big. If you guys have any ideas, let us know. If anybody want to, clip up anything, we can put up some clips real quick and, make like a nice little video to close out, or that could be like after the podcast, do a video to close that out. I might do that, to be honest with you, Persona. I got a few clips still saved up, from shorts or future shorts that, I had, but I was like, you know what, let me not upload it. Can definitely, edit some stuff up real quick, and do like a WUPS video. But one thing I would like to have is like, we make like a community post on the YouTube channel, and if anybody have any questions or anything they want to talk about, when it pertains to us or does even PlayStation, you can have that there and have that linger for like 2 weeks, and then once we get to 200, we can just tackle everything, or we can have people come into the Discord, and then we'll pull them in one by one, from the open chat, if they have any words to say or anything like that. To close out, we'll let you know, and yeah, we definitely got a plan around that to see. We got 4 more to go for real. Like it hit me this morning. It's like, yo, 96, 196, 4 more, and I think that's the end of June.
Just about the end of June, yeah.
Oh yeah, because this is the 31st. I thought this was June 1st. This is the 31st. So yeah, the end of June. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big question too. People was asking if we're going to be doing a live reaction to Summer Games Fest.
Summer Games Fest is next week, Friday, right? I think at 6 o'clock.
It is Thursday, the 5th.
It is the Thursday the 5th.
Yeah, we could definitely do Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, we can. Like, I know a lot of the community. They definitely wanted us to do a live reaction. So, we'll do a live reaction to Summer Game Fest for sure, and we'll watch it and hopefully see some good stuff. So yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we could do Summer Game Fest. Just got to get that co-streaming thing for Jeff Keighley. I know he put out a tweet the other day. And see what's this ranking thing. Oh yeah, this ranking thing on here is something new that YouTube is doing. I guess it's like more for like engagement. There's like a button called like community. I don't know if any of the mods can see that in the chat, where there's a crown and a community button.
And like when you press that, everybody's getting like different experience points. So I guess the more you chat, the more experience you get, and you'll be crowned within the chat. So they do like top 3. So currently right now, it's Mayday 354. That's number 1, TZ number 2, and Persona number 3. So that's just based off of the comments that people have in the chat. That's an engagement thing. Nothing really. Okay, so the mods see. Okay, cool. Oh, everybody can see it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I see it. I think everybody can. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't see this last week. So this is definitely something implemented legit probably this week. So I don't know. Interesting. Well, I see y'all in the chat, man. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hopefully y'all having a good morning so far. But Persona, how's your week so far, man? You was definitely quiet this week. Well, hold on. What's up? Let me see what Curtis said. He said, for PlayStation, what's up, PlayStation episode 2? You gave everyone in the chat a 200 PSN card. Yeah, listen, we've been doing What's Up PlayStation for like 5 years, I want to say. 200 is nothing. Yeah, we've given away thousands. Almost beyond. I can't even put a number to it, but every giveaway we have done has been over like $400 between me and Persona, and we have done a lot of giveaways. We kind of tapered away from it, just making it more so like membership giveaways. But even with the membership giveaways, we give to the subscribers as well. Through that, we normally would save like at least like 50 to a range of 100, and that will go towards like the people that subscribe, and the memberships, they would get like the bigger ones. But we have given away a lot, and that's just on stream. There's stuff off stream, throughout the years as well, even before WUPS. But we definitely thought about it. Trust me. We should give away. It was like, I don't know. We want to close out. We want to be on the horse galloping away in the sunset. But yo, Persona, how you been feeling, man?
This week has been a very busy week for me, work wise. Just a lot, going on in my personal life. I haven't played no video games this week. So kind of just been, low key and just doing my thing. But it's been, just a lot of work, a lot of projects, a lot of different things in motion. So just kind of a busy week for me. But how about you, man? How you been this week?
I mean, it's a busy week this week. As far as gaming wise, really and truly just been playing Lunar. So I never played the first Lunar game, completed that, and now I'm on the second one, which is I played that back on PS1. It's been a long time since I played that. And I've been having some fun with that. I definitely like Lunar 1 animations more. I think Lunar 2 they went a little bit too much. Kind of like how I just love 90s anime and like the drawn stuff. This one's a little bit more CG, a little bit. Not saying that it's not drawn. It still looks great. But and there's certain things in part 1 I still like over part 2, but there's certain things I like in part 2 that I like over part 1. But I've been having fun with that. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising update came. No buffs to Lancelot Persona. Remember what I said in the chat? We was talking about Evo.
Yeah.
And I said, yo, this patch will determine if I go to Evo or not. There was no buffs or nerfs to Lancelot. Overall, I mean, I don't think Lancelot's just not a strong character. You know what I mean? And people don't believe me when I say that. He's not a strong character at all in this meta of Grand Blue. And that's like a couple of weeks ago, they put out online like ranking as far as like how much people was playing the characters, and Lancelot is bottom 2, bottom 3, even high level. Like that's like S++ masters, bottom 3, S+ and down, bottom 2. You've never seen Lancelot that low in online for Grand Blue. So yeah, he's an annoying character to deal with, but he's so much weaker than how he was before. Even just on his normals, it's like everything that it's too much risk with Lancelot rather than the reward with him now. So even when people was listing him, I'm a vent. My bad, person. You shouldn't have asked me that goddamn question. Even when people was listing this character at top 5, it's all bullshit. They just wanted to see him nerfed because when people came across a Lancelot, they don't know what to do because they probably don't play him like that as much, right? Even when he's listed top 5, you don't see this character winning tournaments. You don't see this character placing top 8 like that. There's only a few Lancelot players who place in top 8. I know how the FGC, I know how these fighting games work and how people would complain just because they don't want to fight a character or deal with a character. And that's why I feel like happened with Lancelot. 100%. But still playing. Yo, shout out to my man Dre. You know, Dre LG from Plus on Block. We played for like 5 hours. When it was Thursday. Yeah, we was playing for like 5 hours, bro. I think I got home like around 5-ish, and we booted up. It was like I swear it was probably like 5:40 or something. Yo, we got off. It was like 10. It was like 10 and change, yo. Like Mad Games was playing. So shout out to Dre coming through. You know what I mean, and playing. But for those that didn't play Grand Blue, it's free on PlayStation Plus. So you know what I mean. Definitely add it to your library. And definitely, you know, try the game out. You know what I mean? Shout out to Damien with a $5 donation. He says, he said some of those giveaways was rigged. I mean, that's what I heard in the streets, not speaking from firsthand experience or nothing. Laughing out loud. Yo, Damien, I think out of everyone, when it came to giveaways, Damien and Chuck got robbed the most, yo. Like the wheel would be on their names and it just tick, and just take away to somebody else, man. Well, yo, big shout out to my man Damien.
Yeah, shout out to Damien.
Yo, shout out to No Cap Podcast. Shout out to my bro Sick in the building, man. I saw his stream up other day. Yo, Sick, I didn't even know you was on Twitter again. I don't know if you want me. I think you want us to make that statement, but I saw on your YouTube channel where you made a statement or what it's called, like a post. If y'all want to follow me on Twitter. I didn't even know you was on Twitter back again, my man. Boy, it's good to see you back on there. Yeah, I definitely got to follow you on there for sure. But shout out to my man Sick with the $5. He said, "Yer." He said, "What's up, fellas, man? Appreciate it, Sick." Yo, shout out to Wolfgang as well. Seen him do a lot of streams, content creation. You know what I mean? One of the beautiful things about being a gaming channel is I love to see when people actually are gaming on the channel. Not to say that I'm against podcasting and I'm all for that stuff, but you know, I'm definitely an advocate of seeing more gaming centric stuff on a gaming channel. You know what I mean? And yo, big shout out to P-Rock as well. Yo, I don't know what's up.
No, I definitely agree. It's too much talking and gaming content creation these days.
Yeah,
not a gaming.
The gaming side of like a lot of gaming content creators is more so the podcast, and the gaming is not the priority. You know what I mean? Like I think the gaming should be the priority. Then you can talk about, you know what I mean? But yo, shout out to P-Rock, yo. He did a debate with Josh Edits. I guess this is the editor for Oh No's Alex. And he did a debate with him. I ain't watched through the whole debate. I think I'm like at an hour and change. But yo, I'm an hour and change. I got like 6 hours left. Yo, it was like an 8-hour debate, bro. You know what I mean? But
what?
Yo, the classic YouTube debate days. Remember those days where people actually came on the channels and actually talked about their discrepancies as far as how they feel about gaming rather than the whole Twitter going personal and posting people pictures. You remember those days, man? You know what I mean? So yeah, I was like, yo, this remind me back of the old days when I used to destroy these Xbox dudes.
Why would you want to talk to that dude? Never mind.
I don't know. I think there was like a back and forth on Twitter, and P-Rock was like, "Hey, if you got all that to say, just come on the channel and we'll talk it out live. Because I do agree with that sentiment where a lot of people have the most to say on Twitter. Like they're quick to type in, quick to use the phones and click up and go on threads all goddamn day. But as soon as you invite them to the channel, the attitude changed up. You know what I mean? That all changed up. So big shout out to P-Rock, and I'm actually shocked that Josh actually even showed up on the channel. I thought he was just one of them, Twitter dudes that have a lot to say and don't want to show up, when he got called out. But it is what it is. But yeah, this week, like I said, this week has been kind of crazy. As you know, it's closing week, so it's a lot for me for work. So it's a lot to balance, gaming and personal stuff when it's closing, especially closing on a Friday. I hate when closing on a Friday because every single thing comes in on a Friday. Every other, company I deal with, they have different days of when they deposit money, but everybody deposit on a Friday. And I was just like, and then late deposits came in, had to do some overtime, had a headache. I had a headache. I don't think I had a headache like that in a long ass time, bro. But I had a headache, man. I took a shower, dropped in my bed, and just went to sleep, man. That's it. I woke up and we here. We here.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that.
You know what I mean? But definitely appreciate everyone coming through. Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all morning. If you're enjoying the show so far, hit the like button, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. Because this news week has not been like a crazy news week. There's been crazy news, but we tend to try to lean things towards more PlayStation centric stuff. So even though there's news with like Shuhei talking about certain things, that's not really PlayStation centric in my opinion, as far as the bulk of that news. So that stuff we kind of omitted, out the news topic, man. Well, Persona, let's get into Spotlight Games. You know what I mean? I know it's been a busy week for you, but let the people know what's going on with you. Any Spotlight games for this week, or Spotlight game or games for this week?
Yeah, and for the, we are in the Spotlight portion of the show. And for those that are new here, the Spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games that you guys could check out. It could be brand new games, it could be old games, it could be games from your childhood, it could be games that haven't released yet. And the purpose of the Spotlight is for the Spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. And Bari, I only have one game this week that I just want to spotlight, and that game is just Ghost of Yote. Very high on my most anticipated list. Hopefully we get to see some gameplay for it from either Summer Game Fest or sometime during the summer, since this game is released in the fall. But yeah, Ghost of Yote is my spotlight for this week.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I only got 2 games, and we spoke about it. Persona, Lunar, classic games, man. Yeah, like I said, man, I love the animations. The cutscenes that they did in that game, beautifully made. The storytelling, I love the storytelling in both games. And yeah, just have fun, going back to some of those older games and like, all right, this is where, everything came from. This is where it came from. And yeah, enjoying it. Like I said, I enjoyed the Silver Story a lot. Lunar 1, really, really fun game. Lunar 2 still have that same type of, humor and storytelling. That's really dope. And yeah, I've been having a ball, playing those 2 games. And then Grand Blue, I haven't played Grand Blue Fantasy Versus like really truly in a long ass time. And just playing back again this week definitely brought back like some of the feeling where I'm like, yo, I definitely want to get back and, grind the game out. Kind of want to, learn more characters now. Like I know how to play a lot of characters, but it's a difference when like you know how to play it, but you don't know how to play it. Like know how to play it. You might know certain aspects and know certain things. Like there's only really like 2 characters that I really like took and played it seriously. That was Lancelot and Vera. But I think I want to learn Sandelaphon. I might still want to continue to learn Beatrix as well, but I'm waiting for Meg to come, because Meg is another character that I really enjoyed, from the original anime. I mean, not anime, RPG. and she is coming, I think, in the fall this year. I want to say, or winter this year, whatever it is. And go to that. Oh yeah, Galleon. Yo, Galleon, she's pretty dope, man. She's pretty cool. At first impressions with her, I kind of wrote her off a little bit. The more I played, just practicing with her or just playing like casuals and whatnot, the more I was like, oh, this character is pretty interesting because she's a grappler, but she's more like a set play character for me personally, and she's very hard to jump in on. She has like a command throw that she leaps in the air, and it beats out a lot of moves. You know what I mean? Even like jump specials, it beats out. So you got to be very careful with her, jumping in on her. Her normals though, outside of her medium button, seems all right. But her her unique button, really, really good. Her 2-2 unique, dangerous because it's hella fast and it tracks full screen. Her grabs, I would say her grabs is all right. It's pretty good. I think it's like 21 frames, which is pretty fast. But the setups, I'm not a grappler, so I don't know like setups with stuff like that. But from just playing with it, I was like, the setups seem kind of But I do like her dash. I like all her dash buttons. So 66L, 66 medium, and 66H is pretty good. 66H combo wise is really, really good. Neutral wise, not so good. But she seemed pretty dope. I don't think she's like an easy to learn character. Her trials is pretty hard, in my opinion. The last two combos, I was like, okay. This took me it took me a while. Even with the easy input, I was like, okay, this shit took me a while. But I think she's gonna be a very lab heavy oriented character, but it's gonna be a while for her to see like really, really true potential with that character, in my opinion. But yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. Oh yeah, shout out to my man Chuck. He said I've been labbing. He said Down You is really good. She's not. I agree. I don't think she's easy. She's not like a pick up and play. You're not gonna pick this character up. I don't think none of the characters like Sandelaphon, not a pick up and learn character. I think Sandelaphon is an easier character though than Galleon. But she seemed fun though. There's a few Galleons that I played. Yo, I got my ass beat. Yo, shout out to Shinku. I fought Shinku the other day, yo. He's learning Galleon. I was like, oh yeah, this character is nasty. This character is nasty, yo. But yeah, so Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is up for PlayStation Plus. They have a free version. You got really no excuse not to play the game, to be honest with you. And yeah, that's my spotlight games for this week. Well, Persona.
Yo.
Do you like The Last of Us?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like The Last of Us Part 2?
The games, yes.
The games? What you mean by that, brother?
I like the video games.
So what about the TV show?
Not so much.
Let's get into Last of Us Season 2 review. We're going to review the whole entire season, Persona.
Okay.
Just want to get your thoughts on all 7 episodes?
Yes.
Of the Last of Us Season 2. So we have 7 episodes to deal with here. And how do you feel about this, the overall pacing, the storytelling, the characters, depiction of Season 2? Season 2. Because it's done. I was about to say Season 2 so far, but.
So, I watched every episode, as it was, the day it came out on that Sunday. And, for me personally, I actually think this season is worse than season 1. And I actually think they do a huge disservice to the game in terms of its portrayal of not just the characters, but the pacing, in terms of pivotal moments with like Joel's death, Abby meeting up with Nora and doing that, and a lot of things being cut from the game. I don't think Bella Ramsey makes a good Ellie. I don't like the pacing of this season. They cut out so much and it just seems so shoehorned. 7 episodes was not a good decision. It should have been at least 10 to allow to flesh out more things. I don't like the changes in the order in which they did certain things with this season in terms of how it was versus the game. I don't like how weak Ellie comes off, weak, childish, and inexperienced Ellie comes off in this season. I don't feel like it really is wanting to take revenge. And even in those moments, those do or die moments, she does not come off as somebody that is willing to risk everything to really to really get her revenge for Joel. And she just seems weak and just childish. It's too childish, and I just don't like the season at all. I actually, thinking back and looking back on it, the season for me is like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Like it really isn't good. The pacing is terrible. The final episode the pacing on that was it was so much shoehorned into it to just get to the Abby movie theater scene. It just felt it felt disrespectful to the fans, of the show, and that whole wait stupid shit. The way that
No,
the way
yeah.
that Owen and Mel died was so fucking stupid.
Oh, like the bullet went through him and to her.
I
Yeah.
don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Season 2 is absolutely terrible, in my opinion. And if this is any indication of season 3, of what season 3 will look like, I have no faith going into season 3 either. And I actually think it's a huge disservice to the story of Last of Us Part 2 when you look at the game and how it portrayed. And I'm not saying that everything needs to be 1-to-1, but I feel like certain moments should have been done up a little bit more and handled with a little more care and fleshed out a little bit more. And I do think that they should have given Bella Ramsey more of a runway, for her to be more cynical. She comes off too apologetic and too scary for me in this season. Like I just don't feel like this is an Ellie that wants revenge. This just seems like somebody that's just off on an adventure and just finding her way. Like I just don't get that revenge Ellie. Even in the final episode, I still don't get it. Even with everything that happened, I still don't feel it. I don't get it. And it's funny because Abby's portrayal in those final seconds of that episode was probably that's accurate. And
10
that's
seconds.
yeah, that it really and truly, the actress for Abby really is the only saving grace for me want to even sit and watch season 3, because to see her rage and all that in those final 10, 15, 20 seconds of the episode, that's Abby through and through. And I was like, yeah, okay. Abby's got it down. It's the Ellie that just it just does not sit with me. So yeah, it was not a good season. The pace was terrible. So for me, it's about a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy season 2 of The Last of Us TV show. 7 episodes. Always thought that wasn't enough to fully portray, the characters and fully flesh out, how season 2 of the game is. One of my biggest criticisms for season 1 still applies here to season 2. Yeah, they had some pivotal moments with the infected, but I just feel like this world is like, they don't got no infected in this joint, bruh. Like these, you know what I'm saying? You just go to Seattle, that's willing. Like I would like to see you tackling infected as you're traveling throughout the world. It's always got to be at this peak moment of a situation happening where the infected is coming in. And that is just not The Last of Us. You're not just walking around the world all willy-nilly, like you're out there surviving. You got to survive, and I don't feel that survival aspect when it comes to the show. I could be wrong, but that's just my feelings when it comes to season 2. And part of it, what kind of had me hyped for season 2 is that they said that it was going to be more infected. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had like I said, had little scenes here and there, especially at episode 2. What's the other scene? Was it episode 5 with Ellie? In the train station.
Somebody knocking on your door.
Oh no, that's probably the wind. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I think when it comes to the more infected that they were talking about, I think they were talking about the attack on Jackson, where there was a ton of infected, but then after that happened, you don't necessarily see anything of that size or anything substantial. You don't see anything substantial like that anymore. They introduce spores, but don't really flesh it out. There is no because Ellie was the first one to come across. If I'm not mistaken, Ellie was the first one to come across the Shambler. Shambler's not here. There's certain moments and certain things that I'm just like, I
Yeah,
just really don't feel like there was. I don't, and it's crazy to me because Neil was also writing on this with Craig Mazin, so it's I don't know, I just don't understand why writing this he would be this. It would be this. Certain things would be cut out or not fleshed out as much.
yeah,
A
because
good episode
the
was
excuse
a
is
flashback episode.
the
Was
excuse
like,
is the excuse is pretty much is TV show. So some of it is game aspects, some of it is TV show aspects. But I feel like the game aspects is actually stronger than the TV show. Like the spores you brought up, the spores that should have been introduced season 1. Like that's why I said, like with the infected, you don't really feel any type of fear in this game unless it's like a whole horde of them coming through. You know what I mean? Like every time there's some type of fear with the infected, it's just a whole horde of infected coming through because of one of the tendrils or whatnot. But yeah, I feel like characters wasn't fleshed out properly. Ellie, I feel like didn't grow up. You know what I mean? You see, in part 2, she was definitely more mature with a lot of her words and things like that. It just make like Ellie feel like she's still like a child and this reckless child to do whatever she want to do.
And she's too. Yeah.
Let me just get this out because I'm gonna forget. Individually, it was probably like, I think with episode 5 was like, I was like, oh yeah, this is really good. But every other episode, I was just pretty much meh with it. See, episode 3 after Joel's death, that's where I got turned off from the whole show. I got turned off from the whole show, bro. I was just like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this whole show. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna watch because I do love The Last of Us. I'm gonna tune in, but I felt like the show didn't do the video game justice, or it's not really like, it doesn't go hand in hand. It's not a benefit to the game. It might be a benefit to the game as far as people like, I forgot what happened. Let me play it, but I don't think the show. It doesn't complement the video game, in my personal opinion.
It doesn't complement it in any aspect. And I'm not even saying that the show needs to have all these action moments either. But there are certain story moments that action is tied to it. But there are certain story moments through part 2 that I just feel like should have been fleshed out more. And there are certain moments that should have been done up a little bit better. A great example of that would be the whole I just lost my train of thought, man. Jesus. I just lost my train of thought. When they got to Seattle, they didn't even travel. Like they didn't even like explore none of that. Why? When they got to the hotel and they saw people dead there, and they were talking about that when she, and one thing that turned me off, and really, this is what really legitimately had me like, okay, this is not a show that's really meant for people who played the game. Is when because Ellie was the first one to go to see the when Ellie saw the Sarah fight, she was by herself in the woods trying to sneak around, get around them, got shot in the chest with the got shot in the shoulder with the arrow. Like that was a very daunting scene. Like that was a very daunting section of the game, because this is whistling, she's trying to figure out what's going on. Why is Jesse and Dina there? Because they weren't there. Why is that? Because I'm not even gonna go down that road because I know how people get when you start talking about shit like this. But this is definitely a show for people who don't know the games, because they're leaning on those people's ignorance to think, oh, this is great storytelling. And for people who've played the games, for me at least, I won't say for everyone, but for me at least, this isn't great storytelling. It's not great pacing. It has some good moments. I'm sure you want to flesh out certain things with other aspects of the of areas, sure, with Isaac and how those soldiers ended up dead, because that was a section of the game where you saw all these soldiers dead, and you're trying to figure out, oh, well, Fedra's dead, what happened here, and whatever. But it really doesn't really push the plot of the overarching story forward. It feel like they just put shit like that in there just to say, oh yeah, let's just flesh this out for the sake of doing that because we can do it in this show. But I felt like it served no purpose. And so yeah, I just feel like they were leaning on people's ignorance of not knowing the games to think, okay, I'm watching this show and it's great. And for me, who's played the game, I'm watching season 2 and thinking, no, this is actually bad.
Yeah, I didn't like season 2 at all. I'm leaning around a 5 out of 10 for the entire season. Way too rushed, especially the final episode where they had her going on a boat and she got washed off on the actual island where the war is going to be happening, and then went to the island where she think Abby was on, where she ends up killing Mel and homeboy. I was just like, all right, man, I'm done here.
Then didn't have Ellie go through some of those obstacles of trying to get to the Ferris wheel when she had to go against some of the other Fedra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to this world, I just feel like everything is so safe. Like, I don't know why. Listen, in my person, I don't know why you have a whole Jackson in this world, because what I mean, everything is safe, man. You're good to go. Like, you could just travel throughout a whole city like that, a city which they led up and believed in season 1. I'm not even going to talk about the video game. I'm just talking about the show. Season 1, when it was going through Boston. Cities are bad because there's a whole bunch of people, and they saw a whole bunch of infected us lying down, right? In this season, they going through Seattle. not a peep. We just gotta go to a train station to get a little peep of infected.
And then what made that so stupid? You capture Ellie and you about to slice her open, and you let her go because you heard it explode. I'm just like, why do that?
Yo,
why
yeah, that was whack. That was whack.
Like, that's so stupid to me. That comes off very stupid to me.
If you think she was the wolves,
yeah, like, you still would kill her because you don't want her to get back to her people to come back. Like, why even add some stupid shit, something so stupid like that to the show? It just the decision making in a lot of this just was really, really bad. It really was bad, man. Like, I and for those who know, I love these games with all my heart and soul, man. Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, those are games, if I was stuck on an island for the rest of my life, I could replay those games over and over, and that and Final Fantasy and probably Kingdom Hearts and other. But anyway, the point that I'm making is that I love these games. So when I'm watching the show, of course, my expectation going into the show is going to be very high because of how high of regard I hold the games in. And they, to me, it's a huge disappointment. Season 1 was okay. It was passable. Certain things I didn't like in season 1, but at least I can say with season 1, it mostly stuck on beat, because you even had the moments like the sniper scene. That's an action scene, but that was important to the story, right? They don't have none of that in this season 2. And that's what I'm talking about, because a lot of people say, well, they can't just have all the action scenes in this show. And I'm like, you're right. But there are certain action scenes in this game that are pivotal to the plot and the story, and should be added in. Certain story beats that should have been added in or fleshed out a little bit more. It's just too much bullshit, man.
Yeah, like one of my biggest problems with season 2 is I am a huge Ellie fanboy. I don't give a damn about no Abby. Okay, I like Abby. Don't get it twisted. But if you know me, you know me. I'm team Ellie all the way. I'm ride or die. This is who I played with since part 1. This is who I'm rocking out with. Season 2 was such a disservice to that character, in my opinion. With all respect, with all due respect. Like I said, in season 1, I feel like Bella Ramsey, she portrayed Ellie pretty good. as far as the age, as far as, you know, what she's going through within the first season of the first game. But in season 2, I don't feel like she's portraying Ellie good other than certain quotable things or certain little actions. But I'm looking for a more refined, more experienced Ellie. Even when it came to this, like, fighting against people, infected, this character does not know what the hell she's doing. You know what I mean? Is she got a kill? It's off of luck, not off of skill, not off of experience of things that she's doing. And I'm just like, yo, why take that out? Because we already knew that Tommy was taking Ellie out and training her up, training her to snipe, all that stuff. Not 5 years of doing this stuff in Jackson and doing everything. And we're here now. And I'm just like, okay, this human being, oh, you don't know what the hell you're doing. You got lucky. You stabbed the person. Woo, good luck. This infected, you got lucky. You dropped down and, you know, you hit the person with a shotgun or a gun. The infected died. It's like, yo, in the train scene, I don't know what the hell. I'm like, yo, that's not Ellie, bro. Dina is doing her thing, because Dina in part 2 was doing her thing. But Ellie, I'm just like, why the hell are you on this trip to Seattle? You think you're gonna get revenge for Joel? Which I didn't believe. That's why they went in this season. But you think you're gonna get revenge with Joel acting like that? He's scared over some infected. Like, yo, there's no grit. And I'm just like, who the hell is this character, bro? You know what I mean? That's not Ellie I know. And then the ending, because I know that ending to season. I know that ending to the second part of The Last of Us part 2 also well. When Abby came in and she did her thing, what she had to do. Ellie did like, no. Ellie did not do that. Ellie did not do that. Why did you add that? Make it show the character much more weaker and scarier.
Too scary, bro.
Yo, Persona, you don't know how pissed off I don't think I tweeted about that end of the season, because
I did tweet about it, but it just wasn't that especially when I saw that part. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was just like, yo, y'all are really like disrespecting Ellie as a character. Like, I really feel like there was no respect in writing Ellie's character in season 2. And it's crazy to say that, knowing that Neil Druckmann is a writer on this season. That shit's crazy to me.
You know what's crazy? This is the last thing that we moving on. When I look up like the critical reception, it is very high. You know what I mean? And no matter if you play the game for 200 hours, 400 hours, you got all the platinums to every version that they re-released and released. They don't give a fuck about you, the game, but they gonna care about what IMDb says and what Rotten Tomatoes says. Look at this.
Of course.
8.6 out of 10, a 94. Well, this is the first season. Let me see what they said for the second season. Is it even up there? Let me look if they got the second season up in here.
And it might not, or they might. They just gotta look about it. You gotta look about it a little bit more. But I mean, you know, regardless, you are right though. You know, when it comes to
Oh no, this is for the entire show. Yeah, the entire show. IMDb rated it at a 8.6 because they saying it starts at 2003, but it's continuing. 17 episode guide. Rotten Tomato.
I would give the first season about a 7 out of 10, because I thought that they did do. You know, season 1 was cool. Season 2 is absolutely a 4 out of 10, man. Like it's a 4 out of 10. It's not good at all.
Yeah,
I would even argue for somebody that doesn't play the games or hasn't played the games. I would argue you would get a much better story out of the games than the show, even if you're not a gamer.
Yeah. I personally recommend the game over the show. I'm like, I have somebody watching the show currently right now because I want to hear her thoughts and all that stuff. That's from a person that she know about The Last of Us, but she doesn't really know about The Last of Us, and I want to hear her thoughts just to see what she's gonna say. But, yeah, I didn't like this season. I gave season 1 7 out of 10. I'm giving season 2 a 5 out of 10. You know what I mean? Too rushed. Lot of skipped pivotal scenes. Lot of interpersonal stuff that I would like to see more. Like even the bong scene. Like you took that out. Like how you took that out? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know, man.
they changed who was there. Like,
Yeah.
it's so.
Joel's death. Listen, I'm a Joel stan too. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me. You know, people make fun of people that like Joel. Oh, Joe, you think Joel's a dad? I don't think Joel's no daddy or nothing. I rock with Joel because in the same position, I would do the same thing. I would hesitate. So I can relate to that more than, yeah, I understand the repercussions that come with the decision. But at the end of the day, Joel is shady. Don't get it twisted. But Joel is real about his. I'd rather take somebody that is loyal and is real about his than, you know, people that's going to go with the win, like piss. I don't like people that go with the win like piss. I'm a structured motherfucker. Like Joel is a structured motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yo, tell these people this is what happened, and we're gonna move on.
And even in the face of death, he said he would still do that.
Oh yeah, get it done. Let's go.
I'm with it.
Wasn't scared no Abby. Get it done. What you waiting for?
Yeah, enough talking. Get it done. Yeah, but I think I don't like how they handled Joe's death either.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Real talk. The death scene, I was ready to sign off of that. Like real talk, I was ready to check out off of that. I don't know if that was episode 2 or 3.
It was episode 2. I tapped out there, but I really tapped out at episode 3. Episode 3 and what they set up, that whole little towns meeting, and I don't know if it was that long, 3 months. I don't know, bro. I swear I didn't know. I'm going to replay it.
Thing I didn't like either. The fact that Jesse would tell her that his answer was no, I just was like, yo, this just ain't. I don't like this, man. I'm not feeling this, man. I'm not feeling none of this because this shit's just dumb.
Bro, if I was in charge of Jackson, I'd have been kicked Ellie out. The TV show Ellie, she'd have been out of my town. I'd have kicked her ass out. You don't listen. You're a brat. You do whatever you want to do. You getting kicked out. You know, if she would have came on some real junk, like, yo, nah, I want to go to Seattle because I want revenge, I'd have respect that. But that whole little speech, I didn't respect that. The old dude, I respected that. And I ain't even like the old dude from the video game.
Yeah, the old dude, he got my respect at that town meeting. He's like, yo, y'all too scary. Y'all too this and that. And then other stuff, like, you know, with Eugene, and I'm just like, yo, guys, like, all right, man, y'all got it, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's so you giving it what, a 4?
Yeah, it's a 4 out of 10 for me.
All right, so yeah, WUPS, we at a 4.5 out of 10 when it pertains to the Last of Us TV show.
Yes.
Yo, I got a little topic here I want to talk about before we start the news, and this is talking about trophies. Shout out to my man Sumo. I seen a tweet that he put up there earlier this week where he pretty much said this: if your profile looks like this, you shouldn't be on this app talking games. And I want to lay this out real quick, you know, talk about it real quick. You know what I mean? As somebody that, you know, I like trophies. Persona, you like trophies. And it's somebody that had this stuff, you know, very public, very open to everyone. You know, like 2 years ago, I privated a lot of my PlayStation stuff. You know what I mean? For multiple reasons. And we're going to talk about that here. But the overall gist of private and trophies, my thoughts on that is private them shits. It does not matter whether you're earning trophies or not. Private them joints, because before, when you didn't private it, or you use trophies as a big accomplishment, you're posting them up, you're letting people know. If people didn't complete games or whatnot, you didn't complete this game, you're frauding out here. That was shunned upon. That was looked down upon. Even to this day, somebody go and post up a platinum. Oh my God, you got no life. You know what I mean? Every single moment in time, you look on the gaming community, people.
All right, you know what's so funny? I'm sorry to cut you off, because I haven't been on Twitter all week, so I'm kind of playing catch up with this. But it's funny that you mentioned that about somebody will like put you down or something if you're trying to get a platinum. Because I remember when I was trying to get the Doom Dark Ages platinum and the glitch happened or whatever, and I posted about it. I looked on Twitter, looked at the comments, and some dude told me, I blocked him, and like I hid the reply because he said some wild, crazy shit to me. He was like, "Yo, who cares about?" I'm paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of like, who cares? Go outside, fatso, and all this other shit. And I was like, brother, I'm not fat. That's one. Two, are we not all gamers? Like, I don't understand. Like, what? I mean, obviously, this is like an incel that hates me because probably one of his incel leaders told him that he needs to hate me or whatever. I don't know, but I've had a couple people say trophies don't matter, platinums don't matter. Just play the game for enjoyment, blah blah blah, and all this other stuff. So it's funny that you mentioned that. But sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Exactly. Is what I'm saying is like before, when we're trying to make trophies matter, trying to make people play more games, a lot of people was shunning that stuff. A lot of people was dismissing that. Like, oh, I don't care about that. A lot of y'all listen to people that don't even complete games. These people are. I'm not even saying you got to go and get platinums or 1,000%. Some of these people don't even play games, but they have the longest diatribes, the longest things to say about the games. You know what I mean? So the people that do, complete these games, that do go out there and platinum these games, y'all don't even want to listen to the people that are experienced, within it. So that's one of the reasons why I just privated everything. I private everything because I'm all digital as well. And I'm not trying to have people coming on my shit and reporting shit and me losing my digital titles. You know what I mean? I remember Sick where he shared a game screenshot. Remember when PlayStation had that PlayStation stuff? And he shared it on Twitter as well. And somebody reported it on Twitch on PlayStation, where he ended up getting banned. You know what I mean? I remember seeing that. I was like, what? I was like, oh, nah. Friends list, privated. DMs. My DMs got privated because I thought I got banned last year because somebody that I fought, you know what I mean? They DM me and I DM them back. And I thought I got banned off of that, but it was something different. And I banned DMs entirely. If you're not a friend of mine, you can't DM me. Straight like that. You know what I mean? But when it pertains to the trophy stuff, I say private them joints because really and truly, it doesn't matter. In this day and age of how people want to talk about gaming and everybody want to be included in gaming, which is cool. But people miss the point of being included in gaming is to be gaming. You know what I mean? When you try to use trophies as like a achievement or this is a milestone or whatnot, people shun you a lot. They shun you. They're like, oh, you got no light. Oh my God. Even when it came to the wrap ups, people try to shun that shit. My God, you put this many hours in gaming? You know what I mean? That's why, in the beginning of last year when I was like, yo, I'm not sharing no wrap up, I really didn't want to share it because I was just like, yo, I know the comments that's going to be coming. And lo and behold, I know exactly. I've been here long enough to know exactly. So I get where Sumo's coming from. And like 2 years ago, I'd have been 100% agreeing with you. Now, today, in this day and age, this is how I would love a lot of people trophy stuff to look. At the end of the day, if you have 50, 100, 200, 300 platinums, if you have a trophy level of 3, whatever, 500, 600, if you have the trophy accumulation of 1,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, they don't give a fuck. Because if you start to talk about a game or you try to correct somebody on a game, they wouldn't care. It's like, I don't care. They wouldn't give a fuck. Most people just want this stuff public because they just want to pry, look into your shit, which normally I really didn't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, from prying and looking at this shit, they won't say nothing. They'll just be quiet. Oh, this person, they platinum. Oh, let me be quiet. They'll move along. The only time they will say something if, oh, you didn't platinum this game, you didn't complete this game. That's the only time they would say something. And when we was doing that, what people were saying, you're doxing. Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, why do you care? Why are you doing that? Now when it's private, it's a full circle. That's all I really want to mention. Really want to say that I understand the sentiment, but at the end of the day, it's not going to stop people from listening to people that don't play games. Or what I see is people will value the opinion because it's more charismatic than somebody that experienced. That's an old quote I used to say too. Experience over opinions. That went out the window now because people don't care about the experience. People care more about the opinion. But the opinion might be a hot take. It might be charismatic. But if somebody says, "Oh, that's not true." Oh, what's your credentials? What you used to say? What's the thing you used to say with people?
Used to say, are you verifiable?
Oh, verifiable. What's your credentials? Are you verifiable? You know what I mean? And if you show that you are, you don't give a damn about it. All right, let me go to this person. It's more fun to make fun of the people that's like, oh, this game is great. Oh, you didn't even pass the first level.
The dragon.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That somebody say, oh, I beat the game and platinum it. Here's my opinions. They don't care about none of that shit. Trust me.
Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, it's the same conversation that's been had for years. I'm at the point, I really don't care. Show them, don't show them. I don't care because I won't be talking to you about gaming, most people about gaming anyway. So, if the gaming community or gamers or whoever want to listen, follow, or congregate with people who lie or don't play games or talk more than they game or don't, listen, if this was 3 years ago, I would be more animated or care more about this. But I truly, within my heart of hearts, do not give a shit. You guys follow and listen to whoever you want. I don't care because I won't be here. So I don't give a shit. So I won't be here. So
real shit.
I really, truly don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. Listen to whoever you want. Retweet whoever you want. Follow whoever you want. I don't care. I'm still going to play my games and do what I do and enjoy what I enjoy from on my time. But I won't be here. So I really don't give a shit.
Listen, man, at the end of the day, I'm totally for private in your shit. You know what I mean? Be a fraud, be whatever you want to be. At the end of the day, you're just talking gaming. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't show no gaming. Don't do this. They don't do that. They just talk gaming. That's all it is. But your persona, you want to get into the news?
Yeah.
But now, at the end of the day, like I said, I respect the tweet. And like I said, 2 years ago, I would have been with it. We was doing it. Trust me, we was doing it.
Bro, people were literally telling me, go back and look at the tweets.
Yep.
Go look up the word verifiable on my Twitter and look at the fucking comments and look at the tweets. That's all you have to do. Because I was tweeting about this shit for years. Gatekeep your gaming community. Go look that up too. I used to do that once a month and look at the fucking tweets on that. Go back and look at that stuff and look at the tweets of people telling you getting trophies don't make you a gamer. I don't need to get trophies to be able to talk about a game. I don't need to complete games to be able to speak on it. I don't need to do this. I don't need to
review
it. Or review it. Yeah, like listen, go back and look at that stuff. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself or keep saying that shit. Go look it up. That's all you have to do. Just look up the word verifiable on my Twitter. That's it. That's all you got to do. And look at the comments.
Trust me, listen, we've been there. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop people or whatnot. At the end, I just feel like I said, I've been saying this for a long time, and how I feel about the gaming community, especially this one. Gaming is not the priority. It's more so about doing a show, a podcast, you know what I mean? How to monetize gaming and go from there rather than let's play the game and then monetize gaming. You know what I mean? I feel like gaming is not the priority. I've been saying this for years.
You know why I don't feel sorry though, Bari, about that? Because people enabled that. The companies enabled that. Media, everybody, it's all been enabled. So I really don't care, So
oh yeah, that's why
whatever,
I don't
whatever happened where I'm at now, whatever happens to gaming, good. Because for years I've been saying the same things that I know this is not a news topic, But the shit that Shu has been saying, and all these people are coming out and saying, you and I and other people have been saying for years when it comes to video games or gaming, when it comes to media and all this other shit, right? Whatever happens to gaming, gamers, it's consoles, gaming, whatever happens to this industry, good.
Yeah,
Good or bad, good.
and that's
That's
why
my stance on it, and that's it. Because I won't be here, so that's it. That's my stance on all of this. The live service push, good. Whatever happens to it, good. PlayStation, for years, me and Bari have been saying PlayStation needs to do a showcase. No, they don't. We've got games. Now you ain't got shit. And now you wondering where the games are and where the announcement. Whatever happens, good. That's it.
This is why the profile is privated, and I really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Y'all know if y'all was here, if y'all didn't, if you've been in this community for a long time, you already know. And people didn't care. People didn't give a fuck about that shit. So, you know what I mean? Your posts, you reorder lists on Twitter, some weird ass games on there. I forgot the name. I listen, man. I don't remember, Dre. You gotta let me know. But it is what it is. But for those that don't know, yeah, my profile is privated. That doesn't mean I don't game. just saying.
My profile is private, and anytime I stream, I always start on the welcome screen so you can see. But I don't game,
Yo, I took a picture one time. I think I was at 13,000. I'm beyond that now. And somebody was like, "Oh, you don't play no games." I'm like, because you can organize and reorganize and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, this dude just got blind hate. Like, you see it right there. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Yo, my PlayStation, my PlayStation profile or wrap up is pinned on my Twitter, and I have video showing the whole year. Not just because people just take a screenshot and they be cropping out shit and hiding shit. Nah, my whole wrap up, every page is up on there. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what people. It is what it is. At the end of the day,
listen, guys, 4 more episodes, you won't see me no more. I promise.
At the end of the day, you can post a wrap up. You can post. I'm almost at like 15,000 trophies.
I just hit 13. I'm at 12. I'm at 12,200 right now.
You can post how many platinums you have. People will still try to discredit you in the game. People will still try to say that you don't game. So what's the difference of having it private? It don't matter. You know what I mean? But we're going to move it along, Persona, man, because we got the days of play to talk about. This is a typical yearly celebration that PlayStation has every single year. Which this how you know a lot of people's new into this gaming space, because I saw people bringing up PlayStation 5 sales like this is a new thing. Anybody that been a part of PlayStation know around this time, days of play is coming. This is why I always said that I would love PlayStation to be at E3 or have a showcase, because every year around this time, if you was a part of PlayStation, you had days of play, and then you had their showcase happening around E3 time or whatnot, telling you what's to come and get excited about PlayStation. This is a yearly thing. You know what I mean? So seeing a PlayStation 5 get a discount is nothing new here. Even though prices is increasing throughout the year, this is a temporary discount. There's nothing new here to celebrate Days of Play. So we're going to talk about Days of Play Persona, but before we talk about Days of Play, the PlayStation Plus games got announced. So these are the PlayStation Plus games for June. These are the monthly catalog games. Well, the monthly catalog games, and they got a bonus title in here. So we got NBA 2K 25. We have Alone in the Dark, and we got Bomb Rush Cyberpunk and Destiny 2 The Final Shape. Which Destiny 2 The Final Shape came available yesterday, and everything else comes available on Tuesday. So that's the first initial, impressions as far as the June monthly games. How you feeling?
Yeah, pretty okay list. I think for me, this is probably sitting at about a C. The only thing that interests me on this list is the Destiny Final Shape, which I already have completed and played through. when it first came out, I think like 2 years ago or whatever. So that would be the only thing that, you know, would be of interest to me on this list. So for me, June is a C.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna give it a B minus. Because 2K is a big game. Typically they do have 2K in there. In PlayStation Plus. It was there last year, it was the year before, it was there, you know what I mean? But just seeing it in this time of period, it's a pretty big game. Because the new 2K about to get announced or is coming soon. So this is what it is. Destiny being in there, because Destiny's done, right? This is the final thing.
No, they're still doing expansion. They just announced the new one that's coming out end of this year.
The final shape was the previous last expansion.
Yeah, so the final shape is really closing the story of the witness and the traveler is really what it is. But they're still doing like content and have other stories going right now. So like right now they have the 9, which is another race or another, you know, creed of people, where there's certain things going on with them. So they've got the 9 and the traveler and all that stuff that they're dealing with right now.
Okay, well, I mean, I think it's smart to put Destiny in here. Especially the whole expansion. That's what you have to pay for. I think Destiny 2 is a free to play game regardless. But the expansion is having that in there. It's pretty cool. Alone in the Dark, I've seen this game, but I never played it. No interest in it. This Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, it looks all right, looks cool. But I'll give it a B minus leading into June. Bonus games, okay. So here are the catalog games for June. So they going on the whole Destiny trip here. So now we have Another Crab's Treasure, Skull and Bones, Destiny 2, the Legacy Collection, and GTA 3 Definitive Edition. So these are the catalog games. You need premium and extra for these games. So how you feeling about the catalog games? And then after we do the classic, we'll do the whole overall June.
Yeah. So the Legacy Collection is actually the first 3 expansions for Destiny 2. So that's the Red War with Cabal. I forgot the name of that expansion. I think it was called the Red War or something like that. The second one is the one with Cade. Jesus, I forgot the names of these expansions, but that's a pretty beefy collection. It's a lot of content there. GTA 3, I like GTA 3 from back during the PS2 days. I thought that was a great game, a fun game. So that's pretty cool as well. I give the game catalog a B. Another Crab Treasure and Skull and Bones, I have no interest in at all. But the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection and GTA 3, I think are pretty cool gets for the catalog. So I'll give it a B.
Another Crab's Treasure look pretty fun. It's like a Souls-like crab game. If that's the game I'm thinking about. You're like a crab and you're just fighting throughout. Skull and Bones, I have no issue with it, but I'm just not interested in it. I just think it's, like I said, it's kind of smart, offering pretty much the entire Destiny here. And Grand Theft Auto is nothing new, but it just adding 3 into the PlayStation Plus catalog of games. So I'm still at a B minus with this. I'm still at a B minus. Skull and Bones, it's kind of risky adding this because I don't know where this game is at as far as like player count. I'm going to assume it's pretty low. But I've seen Plus increase the player count for some of these games. So we'll see. Never know. There's going to be that person that be like, yo, Skull and Bones is actually pretty all right. I know that tweet is going to come out one of these days. Skull and Bones is pretty cool, man. You know, I didn't have no interest in it.
Maybe I judged it too harshly. You know,
I judged it too harshly. You know,
yeah.
You know what I mean? The service gobblers. But yeah, I give it a B minus. And then we have the classic catalog. This is a part of your premium, which is 2 big classics, Myst and Riven, sequel to Myst. Classic PS2 games here. So what's your overall thoughts on the entire PlayStation Plus for June?
I think I'm comfortably, because the classics don't really interest me at all either. So I'm sitting at a C for everything overall. It's a C.
Yeah, I'm at a B. I'm at a B overall. These are big classic games. Myst. The Riven, I never played Riven, but I remember playing Myst. Yeah, I just think the offering is pretty strategic. Maybe it could be lined up as far as the news to come at a later time. But that's just me being optimistic. But moving along now, Persona. Oh, Game Trials is here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Civilization 7. You can try those games out. Have anybody been taking advantage of the game trials? Like, you've been downloading the games and trying them out, earning trophies. If you like them, you buy the game. Have anybody been really I haven't been really trying out the game trials, to be honest with you.
I buy what I want, and that's it.
The cool thing about being a premium member, you can stream some of these things, so you don't have to just download them. So Black Bear says nope. Gamer Boy says yeah, he has. Hell no, I'm a real gamer. He said demos don't make you a real gamer. I ain't got no time for no trial. So yeah, I feel like a majority of people is not really taking advantage of the game trials, and I'm guilty of that as well. Because Kingdom Come Deliverance is not a game I'm interested in, but we'll see. We'll try it out in a game trial. But I'm gonna stream it though. I ain't gonna download. I hate having to download it. If I don't like it, then I delete it. Type deal. The tournament stuff. If you don't know about PlayStation tournaments, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably one of those tourists that comes over PlayStation. But PlayStation tournaments is pretty big. Very easy to sign up for a tournament. You get notifications very quickly. And yeah, it is what it is. All right, so the deals now, Persona. There's a lot of deals going on. A lot of deals on the Direct right now for the PlayStation Days of Play. And we see it here with the PlayStation Pro. So the PlayStation Pro now, Persona, is $650. You have a black. I don't think this is a deal, but you have a Black Ops 6 bundle with a digital bundle for $400. Then VR
that is a deal because it would be $450.
Oh yeah, because of the bundle's kind of the game is free with the bundle.
Yes. No. No. Digital is $450 now.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it is a deal.
VR got another little price cut here. Now to $350, and this is the Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle, which I think is one of the best VR games to play. And then you have all the controllers on sale as well. The DualSense Edge is now $30 off, so it's $170. And the Spider-Man Collector's Edition, you can get that pretty cheap for $130. And the PlayStation Explorers, which I don't really recommend. Maybe at this price, you can probably, get it. But it's just better earbuds, in my opinion. And then you have the plates that, PlayStation don't really want to take advantage of. Those are on sale as well. But overall, how you feeling about some of these sales here?
This is, I have everything I want from a accessory perspective. So this doesn't really jump out at me as a consumer. But, the fact that, they are getting some pretty nice price cuts to the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Pro and some of it accessories. I think now is a good time to kind of jump in, get you a console, lock in, especially with, a lot of the games coming out second half of this year, going into next year, and the uncertainty around, tariffs and all that other stuff. So, especially with the Pro, $650 definitely would be a big get right now. So that's a good, very strategic. And it's Days of Play, so this is not anything outside of what PlayStation would normally do when it comes to Days of Play, because they always have special deals and things like that. One thing I'm surprised that they didn't do though, Bari, normally during Days of Play they have a special edition Days of Play console. They did it with PS4.
Oh yeah, the little blue joint.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they didn't do it with PS5. So yeah,
that is very. They had a console, the controller, or the color. Cause I remember the blue and gold one, for the PlayStation 4.
But, we're dealing with a very different PlayStation who doesn't.
Yeah.
Care about the legacy
They
fans,
they really haven't took advantage of like the plates like that.
Which is crazy.
Also a part of Days of Play, I guess, like if you don't have a PlayStation Plus account, you get free shipping and returns during the time of days of play. So if you
And I
are
think there's
PlayStation Plus,
a discount. There's a discount on PS Plus, I think, as well.
if you're new, we're gonna go over it. If you're new, this ugly Fortnite controller is on sale. You know what I mean? So if you want to stock up and get all the colors, all the Skittles, you can get that through the days of play sale. But the big one is the Pro. I see a lot of people purchasing the Pro that was against the Pro. Were they really against the Pro? Like I told a lot of people that they wasn't going to hold off on the Pro. Now they're getting a Pro. They're getting a Pro through, various
Shocking.
sales and trading their consoles like, normal people would do. Like you could have did that, when the Pro came out as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not shocked by seeing a lot of people getting the Pro.
Shocking.
But yeah, the PlayStation Plus thing, let me go and find that because I did see that, but it was for new PlayStation Plus big sale. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously PlayStation, the store has a crazy sale right now. You know what I mean? PlayStation Plus memberships. Oh, save on new or upgraded. I thought it was new. I knew I probably just saw new. So yeah, you can get 33% off on 12 months. For players who are currently a PlayStation Plus Essential or Extra member, 33% remainder of your membership when upgraded to PlayStation Plus. Oh, so when you're upgraded to PlayStation Plus Premium, you can get this 33% as well. So if you're new, you get that. And if you're upgraded to the Premium, you get that. So yeah, if you want to get into PlayStation Plus, this is a good time to get into it. Or if you want to wait it out till like Black Friday, it's also a good time. Have you been taking advantage of the Sony Picture Core thing?
Nope, not at all.
They say you can save 10% on movies. I haven't even looked into this thing, to be honest with you.
I'm good.
I got a lot of subscriptions to streaming services, but if I like a movie, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? But the places I buy, like iTunes, they be having sales too. So it is what it is. But also there's a sale on the PlayStation Store. This ends on June 11th, where there's a tons of games up on sale right now. I'm pretty sure y'all see it. PlayStation been plastering it all over your PlayStation 5. And definitely take advantage of it because I forgot the name. There was one game I saw that was hella cheap. It was like a 70-something%. Damn, man, I gotta look it up. It's gonna hit me as I'm doing the podcast. But I was like, yo, this junk is like cheap, bruh. I mean, I might have to scoop this, bruh. You know what I mean? But yo, take advantage of Days of Play. It's cool that they still celebrate this time period. But the only thing that's missing from the Days of Play is showcase. The showcase. The showcase is missing from Days of Play. They need to
no surprise there.
We need to get back into that. You know what I mean? Everything else they can keep. Days of Play, all that. But if you just want to, if you want to have a showcase, I don't know, man. It's a new PlayStation. But anywho, Persona, we got some celebration to do.
Yes, sir.
Clear Obscure Expedition 33, 3.3 million copies sold, not players. Sold. Huge success for this game. Huge. Very, very happy.
I like how they played up on the Expedition 33 by announcing 3.3 million copies as a cool little touch. I like that.
Yeah, because they saying that the game released 33 days ago, and this milestone, 3.3 hit. So they will say, and it was the game's called Expedition 33. So
yep.
Yeah, man. I was very happy to see this because I wish nothing but success for this game, and to see that people actually going out and purchasing a game that they actually say they like and is highly critically acclaimed is better for the industry, in my opinion. So yeah, very, very happy seeing that the game is selling well. But it's always funny to see this though, not to hearken upon the success of the game, but it's always funny to see how a lot of people can celebrate a game that's on multiple platforms selling 3.3 million. But if a game on a single individual platform sell 3.3 million or 3 million or a million or 2 million, it's a flop. Does that make any sense to you, Persona?
No, but you know, a lot of things in this community don't make sense to me. So
hey yo, this boy Persona is jaded, boy. I don't.
no, but real talk. You know, big congrats to Clay Obscura. You know, I think this is definitely warranted. I'll have a platinum for this soon. You know, still trying to get through that, but you know, I'm very, very happy to see the success of the game and see a new IP like this reach, you know, 3.3 million copies sold. That's a big feat for a brand new studio and a brand new game like this. So, you know, big congrats to them for sure.
Yeah, big congrats, man. Persona.
Yo.
I know you're jaded, and I know you're sick and tired, but I'm gonna add some hay to your fire. Is that the quote? Or gasoline to the fire? Because when I saw this, I don't know if you even saw this news, but when I saw this, bruh, I was hella tight because, you know, this is a game that we wanted a sequel to. But hearing this, reading this is something that was kind of like confirmed years ago. But seeing this, you know, redevelop again, it hit me, man. The Order 1886 sequel would have offered bigger fights and multiplayer. This is according to the developers. I can never say this guy's last name, so I'm just calling him Rue. I know it's like Rue Sierra, something like that. But saying here, the Order sequel, the sequel to the Order 1886 was in development at PlayStation, would have featured larger battles and multiplayer elements. In 2015, the Order 1886 was a steampunk third party. We don't need to know that information. But he's saying here, where's the quote? He's saying that Rue described writing a 10-page pitch for the game, which would include a bigger fights as well as multiplayer. Multiplayer was in development for the first game before being shelved for the sequel, which, you know, that was kind of something that, you know, a lot of people was questioning, like, yo, there's no multiplayer for this game. There's no like co-op. Well, the co-op, in my opinion, didn't make any sense because characters died within the story of the game. But multiplayer would have been cool, you know what I mean, with the gameplay development. So they had 2 sequels planned for the franchise, the Order 1891 and the Order 1899. While the third game was never in development, Rue says he had a plan where the story of the franchise was planned to go if he had been able to develop the full trilogy. This is kind of disservice to like the fans because the Order was not a perfect game in my opinion. But the way how the ending happened was like a very cliffhanger ending. I definitely was looking forward to like a sequel because, yeah, you can always build upon. We saw the potential of the game. The gameplay was fire to me. It was just not enough of the gameplay, in my personal opinion. So the graphics, the characters, the voice acting, all A1 in my opinion. It's just I wanted a little bit more of the gameplay, especially those action engagements. I felt like the game felt really good. And like seeing how the ending happened, you know, you're on top of the building and what's his name? Galahad. He's just like looking out, I was like, oh, it's about to get crazy. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, all right. Hopefully they can learn their lessons from, you know, this game and develop it, make it much bigger, make it whatever. It seemed like that was the plan here, but PlayStation was like, nah, we good. We're going to keep it moving. But how you feel about us, you know, seeing this news again here and seeing that there's I didn't know there was going to be a trilogy, but seeing that there was going to be a trilogy and all that got shelved.
The way it ended, you already could tell the way it ended. Like, yeah, there should be a second game or a follow-up because of how it ended. You know, it ended with understanding that the wolves, there was like another order where it was an order of wolves doing all this crazy stuff, experimenting and all this other stuff. So the way it ended, you knew, and then one of your
The
order,
vampires.
yeah, the vampires, they introduced the vampires, and then the head of your order ended up being, or one of the heads of your order ended up being a secret werewolf that you found out at the end. The problem with Order 1886 was all the boss fights were the same. You were fighting wolves, but they all fought the same. They moved the same. Like the combat, the boss fights were too samey. I think the combat within itself for Order 1886 was fun. The shooting was cool. The black bar stuff also, I felt like they could have. That was something they probably should have done as well. But the story for Order 1886 was really, 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 really good. Like it had me invested. But this game, and this is where history, you know, a lot of people forget. People were shitting on this game hardcore just off the strength of the length of the game, not even the game
It's
itself.
too short.
Yeah, the game, you know, people were complaining about it being 6 hours and, you know, all
Now
this
we
other
now we
stupid
want
shit.
those short games.
Now they want, exactly. But, you know, people were shitting on Order before it even came out and trying to discredit this game and not wanting to buy the game for 60 because they were trying to say, oh, you know, dollar value versus time and all this other shit, right? So, you know, this game, and the reviewers were, you know, saying all this stupid shit. So like the game was destined, honestly, it was gonna fail. It was destined to fail out the gate because of the public reception of just the length of the game. You know, people weren't even talking about the combat or the story, just the length. That is what took over the talking of Order 1886, and I think what ultimately killed any chance of a sequel. But I really do hate the fact that we couldn't get a sequel because I did like the story and like where it was going. And, you know, but, you know, just another example of people. And these are people who didn't play the game telling you the game is bad. You know, me and Bari were around back then
Yep.
when people were talking like that. Like it was people who had not played the fucking game telling you the game is bad because of the length of the game.
Yeah, the order was real, man. Very mature game. If you plan on streaming that game, learn from me. You know, I was doing streams of that game, and I definitely forgot about the whole brothel scene. They packed that video up, boy. It's like, hold up, can't be showing that on YouTube. But so to be careful about that. But overall, I still enjoyed the order. I'm not saying it was perfect.
Yeah.
I think the game was too short. I would have definitely loved more gameplay elements in it, but I enjoyed the setup of it. And that's to hear that there's not a sequel coming and the PlayStation be mum about it. It's very disappointing.
And it's funny because people were begging, like, yo, give them another chance. People were even asking them to buy Rad before Meta picked them up.
Yeah, Meta
Buy
ended up
Rad,
picking them
give
up,
them
right?
another chance. Yeah, Facebook ended up snatching them up and it became a VR developer. But people were saying, you know, we need a sequel to Order. Like I definitely wanted a sequel way back when. They definitely deserved, I think, a chance to get a sequel out the door. Especially now hearing that there would have been multiplayer and all these other things. And it's funny because playing the game, I remember saying Order could have been PlayStation's Gears, so to speak, because it had that Gears like feel with the cover to cover and the shooting and all that. Like, and I said like this could have been a very fun, like Order could have made for a very fun multiplayer experience. So I you know, it is, but you know, listen, you can't cry over spilled milk. It is what it is,
bro. So Meta bought them in 2020, and it was closed right after they released a game called Lone Echo and Echo Arena, and the studio was closed last year.
Anybody trying to play that VR shit, man? That's
yeah,
why.
cause the Meta stuff is cool, but you need the type of logins to use that. I don't use social media like that. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I leave that to my nephews and all that. Yo, Kyle Ward, appreciate the £2 at the con. I got JP copies. Will show in Discord. Yo, shout out to my man Kyle Ward, man. I appreciate the donation, and yeah, hopefully the con was good and fun. Yeah, definitely post him up in the Discord, and I'll check him out. But yeah, Persona. So no Order 1886 sequel or trilogy. But that's not the only news about cancellation. The Black Panther IGN has confirmed that EA has canceled the Black Panther game and closed Cliffhanger Studios. In an email sent to the staff, EA Entertainment President Laura Mael said that these changes, alongside other recent cancellations and layoffs, are being done to sharpen our focus and our creative energy behind the most significant growth opportunities. Man, when I read that, I was like, I think a Black Panther game will probably, benefit you as far as growth and opportunity. But I don't know. We've never seen the game. But how you feeling, man? The Black Panther has been canceled. This is not, what's Wonder Woman canceled well, right?
Yes, Wonder Woman was canceled
Wonder Woman,
by WB.
Black Panther now canceled. The only game that's kicking is that
Not
that
only
Marvel.
that, but Cliffhanger's also been shut down.
Yeah, Cliffhanger been shut down. The game has been canceled. Multiple layoffs that's happening here to focus on creative opportunities and growth.
What can I say? It's the same shit. It's the same shit every time, man. You say the same things. I'm sorry that developers are, now displaced and have to find new jobs. It sucks that the game is now canceled. I was definitely interested in the Black Panther game. We don't know shit. You showed the game, you announced the game 2 years ago, ain't show shit since. Like, I can't keep saying the same things over and over, man. It's the same, because it's the same shit over and over. It sucks to see, man.
Didn't EA
jobs, but
didn't EA
nobody wanna
announce
show
an Iron Man game as well?
no, that is oh yeah, EA Motive. Yeah, they're doing an Iron Man game, but then there's also Skydance is also doing a Captain America with Black Panther in it.
Oh, I
as
know
well,
that
game
game is
that's like
coming out. That's Marvel.
game's coming
That's
out.
Rise of Hydra. That's the
Yeah, Rise of Hydra. Yeah.
what's the Naughty Dog? The girl I used to work for Naughty Dog. She's doing that game. Yo, shout out to Jenna Hayes with the $5. She said, "What are your thoughts on Mind's Eye negative feedback? I think they hating on the game because the main character is Hispanic. I seen some gameplay of it. It looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to check it out. For sure. It comes out next week. I was interested in from the first time they showed it at a State of Play. It looks pretty cool. I hear there's some jank and there's a lot of glitches and bugs for the game. So I would hope or think the feedback or the negative feedback would be surrounding that rather than the main character being Hispanic. But we'll see. We'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, Mind's Eyes looks interesting. It's something that I think I'm going to pick up at some point as well. I haven't really seen too much gameplay of it, except for like one leak or whatever, but it looked cool to me.
Yeah, I remember Agent was playing it. He was like, yeah, the game, the driving was cool. But then I see people talking about the driving feels, floaty or didn't feel good, or people saying that the game feel buggy. But, it's a game that I'm interested in.
Are these people that, let me shut up.
Are they verifiable?
Are these people that actually buy and play games? Like, I don't give a fuck about nobody that ain't buying games, man. Like, who cares what you think?
Listen, man.
You don't buy shit. Like, who cares?
There's a lot of opinions I respect in the gaming community, but
I really don't respect no. Yeah,
I
really don't care.
I would rather experience it for myself. That's how I've always been.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? I can respect your opinions, but that's not going to stop me from, if I'm interested in the game, I'm going to purchase it. And I was interested in the game from the State of Play. But here's a good one, Persona. Mm-hmm. Some good news. Nioh, 8 million sold worldwide. 8 million copies sold worldwide. So the Nioh series, so that's 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. 8 million sold, man. That's pretty good for COVID.
This is still only on PlayStation, or is this also on?
Nah, Nioh is on PC, I think, now too.
Okay.
Let me check Steam.
That's good. That's good. Congrats to Nioh. congrats to Nioh. I've played Nioh 1. I ain't finished it. That's a series that I just haven't really dived too deep into. Maybe I will at some point. But shout out to Nioh.
Yeah, it's on PC. Both of them. The collection as well is on PC.
All right, so congrats to Nioh. That's a good feat. 8 million between PC and PlayStation. Congrats.
Very difficult game. One of the harder ones in my opinion. Nioh 2, I didn't really get into that. Nioh 1, I remember playing that. My boy Marvin as well. There's some of the co-op missions, but Nioh 2 I didn't really get into. But yeah, shout out to Nioh.
Can I? This is not like news. I'm scrolling and I'm seeing this now. Hell is Us is getting a demo, but on PC and not on like other platforms. Developers,
yeah.
Why do y'all do that? Why do you guys do that? And then when shit don't sell or people don't want to take a chance, you wonder why. Why is the demo not releasing on PlayStation, Xbox, or wherever else? Like the demo should be everywhere. Why is it only on Steam? Like I don't understand that. Now, if there's some legality to that, or it's not, I don't know, right? But I just find shit like that so stupid to me. That like you're trying to sell a game to people, you want people to buy the game, but then you don't put the demo everywhere where people can play it. I just don't understand that. Like developers, why do you do that? Is that like a business? And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the publisher. Maybe it's the suits. I don't know. But shit like that is just so stupid to me. Why do you do that? Like that's so dumb. And Hell is Us is a game I'm very interested in, but I just don't understand that. Like, and then when shit don't sell, where I'm sorry, my fault. 4
Yeah,
episodes, I
like
won't be here anymore. But
I saw the news, but I didn't include it because it didn't include a console version. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm scrolling and I'm seeing this, and I'm like, wait, it's only on Steam. Why is it not on PlayStation and other platforms?
It's crazy because they put out the PC specs as well, and the recommended specs is 1080p 60. But even when you go up to like a 4090, it's 4K 30 frames a second. A lot of people was like, commenting on that. It's like 30 frames. Why is, obviously you could probably lower it to get 60 on it, but it seems like it's going to be a demanding game.
Bannock is saying they said something about it in a demo message. What did they say? Because the tweet, I just lost the tweet, so I can't see it. But
I didn't see it. I saw the tweet from yesterday saying that June 2nd to the 16th there's going to be a demo on Steam. I didn't really see anything about the console. I didn't see a console announcement. What's funny about you mentioning that? Hunter x Hunter and then Impact also has a demo, but it's only on Steam. It's no PlayStation demo. They said the demo for PlayStation is coming at a later date.
Please, man. I ain't even buying that shit, man. I'm good.
I played it.
As big as I'm a Hunter x Hunter fan, I ain't buying that shit, man. I'm good.
I played it.
Keep that shit.
I can see people having fun with it, but I'm good. I'm good with it.
They could keep that shit, man.
The game is going to be crazy though. It's going to be a crazy game, but I'm good on it. You know what I mean? It looks very blurry.
Really, even on PC?
Yeah, even on PC, it looked pretty blurry. It's just like little quality of life things. I can see people labbing this game out and having fun with it, but I don't see this game excelling multiplayer. I don't see a lot of people going to stay on here online. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see.
Nasty work. Nasty work. But what do we know, Bari? We just fanboys.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. But the last bit of news before we get into the topic, this is also pertaining to like Summer Games Fest and the celebration with Summer Games Fest. There's going to be a Death Stranding 2 game premiere event. So there's going to be a live demo of Death Stranding 2 from Hideo Kojima during Summer Games Fest. So this stream will go live June 8th, Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. So it's going to be at the Orpheum theater. Is that the YouTube theater or that's the different theater? I don't know.
No, that's a different theater.
Okay. So yeah. So anybody looking forward to, so this kind of tells me like at the Summer Games Fest they might not have a trailer or they might have like a teaser.
Brother, stop.
You ain't let me finish. You ain't let me finish.
Oh, okay.
They might they might have like a teaser letting people know like, all right, there's gonna be gameplay shown here. But I don't think they're gonna take a bulk of the time of Summer Game Fest.
This is Hideo Kojima and Jeff Keighley. This shit gonna be at Summer Game. He's showing a new trailer or something there. I know it. Like that I know for sure. They said that due to technical constraints, they can't offer a console demo.
What?
You're talking about Hell Is Us. That's what Bats is talking about.
Oh, Hell Is Us?
Technical constraints, they can't offer a demo. But you can offer the full game in September. Man, listen, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, bro.
Hey, that game gonna come out. Bro. No technical constraints.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, all right, y'all got it. Y'all got it, bro. Whatever.
That's like when them live services be like, yeah, we're gonna patch this game.
Build it as it go.
That store is good to go, ready to charge you $50, $100 for their coins.
Technical constraints, but the game come out in September. The fuck are we talking? Yo, listen, bro. Listen, man. I mean it, bro. Whatever happened to this industry, good. That's it, bro. Like, yo, it is what it is, man. Technical constraints. The fuck out my face, man. That's stupid shit. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy. Y'all got it, man. Y'all got it. Technical constraints.
All right, crazy, y'all. Man. So if you made it this far, here are your trophies. Not that much news, like I said, this week, as far as when it does, pertains only to PlayStation.
Maybe technical constraints is why it's not a lot of news this week.
Listen, they don't need a showcase. They don't need none of that, man.
Technical constraints is keeping the showcase.
The new comment would be like, only reason why you want to know what PlayStation is, what PlayStation has in store is because you want to make content.
Yo, but just yo,
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So me just buying the console and
yo, that's such yo, real talk. That's dumb. That don't even make, bro. But that's how you know you talking to somebody that's not really a gamer. I want to know what's coming because I love video games. Like what?
No,
what are you talking about?
We just buy consoles and just like, hey man, don't tell us shit. We don't need to know nothing.
We don't need to know nothing. We just gonna buy. Yo, that's crazy. Technical constraints.
Gotta make content. That's to be excited. Yo,
Exactly.
shout out to my man Guap in the house. Yo, Guap was good. Hell Is Us Dev said the console demo have a longer verification process.
That's fine.
And then shout out to Bor Country with a $5 donation. He says, how many Steam games have hardware to play PlayStation level games, not PC? Not many. That's why PlayStation games don't sell as well on PC. Then why the demo there?
Wait, huh? How many?
He's saying that how many
to play PS level games on PC? Not that many. That's why PS games don't sell that well on PC. Then why demo there? No, but Hell Is Us is not a PlayStation.
Nah,
game.
Hell Is Us is
that's a multiplat.
Yeah, PlayStation had it at their state of play, but it's not a multiplat. Not a PlayStation.
Yo, wait a second. Hold on, back up. You're right. This game got shown at a state of play. Why is PlayStation not getting? You know what,
bruh? Never
mind. Because that's not the first time that's happened where they would use somebody else's platform to promote their game, but then when it comes to shit like that, the demo or whatever, it's not getting first priority. That's crazy.
I mean, if what Guap is saying is true, that's more on PlayStation. PlayStation still had that verification process.
No. Bari has said that they said that the reason why the demo is not on console because of technical constraints, not because of a verification process.
Yeah, but
Guap is saying something totally different.
No, he's saying here, yeah, the technical constraint could probably be because of the verification process of getting the demo on the store.
That's not technical. That's not a technical. That's an administrative process. That's not a technical constraint. That's an administrative constraint. That's two different things.
Bro, you thinking about technical probably as like the physical aspect of like the gaming console or the gaming.
What else would it be?
No,
What else would it be?
things can be technical.
When you think technical, what are you thinking?
Difficult. I think difficult. Technical constraints could be a lot of things. Could be hardware. It could be just a processing thing. It's a technical process that is a difficult process to get through. And if he's saying that, if this is true, what he said as far as a longer verification process, that is a technical constraint. That's a layer, a barrier added into trying to get the game on the platforms.
No, okay. Okay. It's not, but okay, bro. All right. It's cool. All right. It's not. Those are two totally different things, but it's cool.
But regardless, if you promoted the game on your state of play, I think it was the first time it was being promoted, that whatever verification that should have been.
Thank you, Wolf on, because me and Wolf are on the same page, because I'm thinking IT terms when you say technical constraints. If a verification process in terms of IT is not a technical constraint, that's an administrative or operational constraint. That's not a technical constraint. That's why when Bats tells me technical constraint, I'm thinking more from a development or something like you said with hardware or whatever. But verification process, that's administrative. That's not.
Yeah, but that's not the only definition of what technical is. You can. I'm not blaming you for thinking that way, but if there's
I guess because I'm thinking IT terms. When I hear technical constraint, I go IT terms and I'm thinking it from that perspective. So that's why when I hear technical constraints, I'm thinking that. But then WUPS is saying verification process, that's not a technical constraint. Yeah, but again, that's probably me in my brain and how in my IT.
Oh
brain,
yeah,
so.
I'm not. Regardless of what it is, I'm just saying that if it's being promoted on PlayStation, they should have took the due diligence to try to get the game demo out on the store.
100%.
But yo, Bora Country said over the $2 donation, said Persona is right. Where are they going to make the most money?
Technical constraints, man.
Yo,
listen.
the thing is,
it don't matter, man.
Hell is Us is up for pre-order. I know I pre-ordered the game.
That there ain't no technical constraint there though. The shit up. Listen, there is no technical constraint when it comes to pre-order the fucking game on the PlayStation Store.
Hold on, I'm about to check.
There ain't no technical constraints there, but it's a technical constraint when it comes to a demo. Knock it the fuck off, man. I don't want to hear that. Listen, man, it's a different day, man. I don't want to hear none of that. Because I'm automatically going to take it as bullshit. Respectfully. Ain't no technical constraint when it comes to buying the game on the PlayStation Store. That shit is sitting there right now. Go pre-order it. You can pre-order that shit right now.
Purchase, pre-ordered, done.
Knock it off, man. Knock that shit off.
Listen, I ain't a developer. At the end of the day, I think it is BS that you don't have that demo being available on the consoles as well. But hey, what do I know?
Hey, you're right. I don't know nothing. I don't want to come off as some armchair developer, because I ain't no armchair developer. I ain't one of these Twitter weirdos. So whatever y'all say it is, I'm just gonna have to believe it, because I'm not in the room. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know anything. So whatever y'all say, okay. But there may be some technical constraints with me opening my wallet when it comes to launch today. We'll see.
See, you ain't use that terminology in IT terms now. You see, there you go.
Because it don't apparently it don't apply here. It don't. The meaning don't mean what it mean here. So shit.
You had technical difficulties opening that.
I'm having technical difficulties finishing my plate of food. You see how that work? You see how I play? You see how I play on? Listen, man, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it, bro.
Yo, let's get into this because Summer Game Fest is here, Persona.
It don't feel like it.
It really don't, to be honest with you. But everything is gearing up next week. Pretty much here. So Summer Game Fest, they did a typical annual tweet as far as the partners that's going to be at Summer Game Fest. This is either going to be there at the live showcase to present something, or it could mean that they'll be having like a booth or a demo station at the show floor, because they do have a show floor at Summer Game Fest. So just because you see this name of this person here and they didn't announce nothing at the showcase doesn't mean that they don't have something there on the show floor, whether it's to present something or to play something. That happens for those people that don't, go, to these gaming events or whatnot. You don't even have to have a demo. People can just be talking about the game or having something to sell you at the show floor, and that would be considered a partner at that event. But we're gonna focus it Persona. I mean, we're gonna overall. This is a great list of people we see here. From the Capcoms, 505 Games, 2K, Atari, Annapurna, Bandai Namco, CD Projekt Red, Devolver.mu. So we're probably gonna see more of that Marvel game. Epic is gonna be there. But when we scroll down, we see some of these names. We kind of, we looking at the P, and for me personally, I'm looking at the P and the S. PS, PlayStation, PS, which is PlayStation, Square Enix. That's the first two names I zoned in on. You know what I mean? Like a hawk in the sky. I said, okay, there we go. We're good. So with that being said, Persona, Sega's going to be there as well, which is going to be cool. Pearl Abyss. We're in Steam, Supermassive, Techland. I don't know what that is. Yacht Club Games. All going to be there. So Persona.
Yeah.
We're going to do our predictions here. Okay? And listen, Persona, I know how you be thinking. I know how you are. You like to keep it safe. You like to be safe. You know what I mean? They're going to show a game. No, I need a prediction. I need details. Okay? I need specifics. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need vagueness. I don't want you to be vague, Persona. I need you to be detailed. I don't want no technical constraints when it comes to your predictions. No technicalities.
There'll be some technical constraints, unfortunately.
So
that's the word of the day, chat. Technical constraints.
Let's before we get down and dirty in the predictions, let's do a couple of safe ones here. Start me off with a safe prediction.
Ghost of Yote gameplay.
Ghost of Yote
gameplay. Not Ghost of Yote, I'm sorry. Soros gameplay.
Bro, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Cause maybe I'm too PlayStation. Maybe I'm so NY. The fanboys don't like
that
me.
make PlayStation.
You know what I mean? Cause if I were to see gameplay, like how PlayStation do their gameplay, at
we not getting no showcase.
I would be hella pissed. I was like, yo, you could have did that at a showcase. But all right, that's the first one. So what you said? Soros
gameplay. Yep. Soros gameplay.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little more safe.
You're gonna be constrained. You're gonna constrain yourself.
I'm gonna be more constrained. I'm gonna beat. Pearl Abyss. New trailer.
I think in a demo too. I think they're gonna do a demo, like put out a demo, because that demo was pretty solid on when we played at PAX.
But also release dates.
I agree. I can agree with that. Are we still doing safe predictions, or are we doing off the wall shit?
It could be up to you. I was just starting off safe.
Yeah, Crimson Desert demo. I think the demo that we played at PAX, I think is a great demo for like everybody to play, because you get to like explore it and all that. I could see them releasing that demo on PC, PlayStation, if the technical constraints allow.
I mean, there was technical constraints for Black Myth Wukong. That's why it's not on the other platform. Let me check.
I think Square Enix. I think we're gonna get a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, okay. See, now you're talking about language. 4. Now you're talking about 4. Now you're talking about.
They showed them screenshots, and I'm like, there's got to be a new trailer cooking like that. That's like brewing. There's got to be. It's got to be.
Now you're talking about fuck. Yo, Persona. Let me whisper in your ear real quick. Your Persona.
Whoa, no. Don't ever say that shit to me. No.
Yo.
Don't ever, don't ever say no shit like that to me again.
Your persona. Your persona.
Nah,
your persona.
bro.
Nah, I'm not even playing like that, bro.
Let me whisper in your ear real quick.
Nah, I'm not playing like that, bro. I'm not playing like that, bro. Nah.
Because that's one of my predictions, Kingdom Hearts 4. But if they show Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, I'm gonna lose my shit. And I personally think Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out next year.
Next year?
Yeah, next year. I think it's coming out next year.
I don't know about that. Yo, what if the trailer? And I know what you're gonna say, but just for the sake of it, what if the trailer is a PS5 Pro patch for the 1.5, 2.5?
Oh, that would be dope too.
Kingdom Hearts 3, they get a PS5 version.
Bro, I promise you, I asked for that.
I would, real talk, at least Kingdom Hearts 3, because Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 is already 60 frames and all that. Yeah. It's got all the bells and whistles. But if they did like a PS5 patch or like a PS5 version of Kingdom Hearts 3, I'd pick that up.
I wouldn't be upset at that at all. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you did it for PS3 with the remix the first time, then you did it with PlayStation 4. You might as well do it with PlayStation 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be all for it.
Because that game is still 30 frames. So like, 60 frames up the res and all that. The game already, it looks beautiful. So like, I don't feel like they would have to do too much to the game. But Kingdom Hearts 3 remaster,
high key, I would buy the remix again, because I have the physical for PS3. I have the physical. But the PS4 one was like it's like a bundle one. And if they have the PlayStation 5, I'll do that for that as well.
Absolutely. But yeah, I pick it up. I want to platinum those games too. So
yeah, I'm for Kingdom Hearts 4 announcement. Hopefully it does get an announcement. But I'm agreeing with you with that one. But I'm gonna say we finally get to see Final Fantasy 9 remake at State of Play.
Hey, yo, listen.
That's the only game from that leak that hasn't been shown yet. Every game from that little, I think it was the G-Force leak or whatnot, has came to light other than that one. And I think
we get Final Fantasy 9 remake. I got Final Fantasy 9. That's the one I got to go back and play through as well. So I would want to play through the original first and finish that before the remake come out. But if we get a 9 remake,
I hope they revamp the battle system though. I was not a big fan of
What if it's an HD 2D remake? Would you be okay with that?
Well, for 9, I don't think it's gonna be that for 9. I think they're gonna do like a. It could be a 1-to-1, but I would want them to do something like 7 as far as when it comes to battle mechanics personally. Because listen, I love 9, but there's no way people can love 9 and not dislike the battle mechanic, the turn-based. Still, the enemy AI is very cheap in that game. And for them to do it the trans system that need to rework as well. Yeah, I would like something new if they're going to do a remake. That's me personally. But
so you will want the battle system to be more like 7, more action.
Yeah, I bro, if every RPG came out with Final Fantasy 7 remake battle system, I would be happy as hell. Even though
honestly, I wouldn't mind that either. But
even though I think there's a lot of great battle systems, but yeah, I would love it.
For some reason, I think with 9, it's gonna be an HD 2D remake. I don't think it's gonna be like the amount of money they're putting into 7. I just don't see them doing that with 9. Not saying 9 is a bad game or doesn't deserve that. I just feel like, and it's weird because 9 is kind of like that turn of the century, because not turn of the century, but like 9 with the cutscenes and everything that was happening in 9. And that was all people forget 9 was PS1. That was like the end of PS1, and they were still doing like these crazy cutscenes, and like there was a lot with that game.
No voiceover.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I feel like it should get the 7 treatment, but I for some reason I just feel like it's gonna be an HD 2D, man. I don't know.
I feel like
I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that either. But I don't know. I don't see them doing a whole. We'll see. But go ahead.
If it was HD 2D, that's a revamp of what is already there. I think it would have came out a long time ago. But we'll definitely see.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I can agree with you there. You know what? You know why it probably won't be? Because Crisis Core, they revamped that. They revamped it.
Oh
to the
yeah,
combat
Crisis
and all
Core, they
that. So
changed
you
some of
might
the
be right
battle
about
system.
that. Yeah,
They made it much more fluid to
Mhm.
do magic and change over.
The slot system was a lot better in this game than in the original. The
Yeah.
combat was definitely a lot faster, a lot more fluid in this version.
Oh yeah,
that you got on the PS5.
added new stuff to the actual combo system.
Mhm,
to-
mhm. And he
to
added like
Crisis
other
Core.
story elements as well. So I can you know what? Yeah, I can see them doing a 7 treatment for 9, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. All right, yeah, I can see them doing 7 treatment.
Listen, man,
Okay.
people love 9 for the story and the characters, not the battle system. I promise.
Here's my off the wall. I think we're gonna get a new trailer for Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, because Intergalactic was shown at a Keighley Game Awards. It was shown there. So Summer Game Fest, I can see them showing a new trailer with some small little tidbits of gameplay elements thrown into the trailer as well.
Oh, so we going PlayStation. You want to go PlayStation, huh?
That's all I really care about.
You want to get crazy, huh? I'm not.
I mean,
I tell you, I'm not.
Listen, outside of Square Enix, maybe Capcom, there might be a few other. 505 is Mafia, so we probably gonna get a new Mafia trailer before the game comes out in August. So that's already there. No,
PlayStation
505
is 2K.
No, yeah, it's 2K.
PlayStation prediction. 505 be like,
I forgot who 505.
They be publishing mad games, but yeah, PlayStation prediction. Someone, are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you sure you're ready? Because you know what I'm saying. You be saying you're ready, and then you be like, no, you don't. Yeah, are you ready, man?
I'm ready, Bari. Go ahead.
Let's go, bub. Wolverine will be shown, and it will be the game of the show. Summer Games Fest 2025. And that phrase will be there. Let's go, bub.
I think we also probably going to get the demo confirmation for Gears of War on PlayStation as well.
Give a fuck about that. But
I do. I care about Gears. I can't wait to play that on PlayStation.
You can't wait to play Gears on PlayStation? You could have been played it if you wanted to play it.
I have played it already, but I want to play it on PlayStation and try to get the platinums in those games.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is your next prediction? That's a light one.
No, that's like for Capcom. CD Projekt Red will probably get a new trailer for Witcher 4. A new Witcher 4 trailer.
Oh, yeah.
That was shown at Game Awards as well. So I think we'll probably get a Witcher 4 trailer.
It's either Wolverine with a left great. Let's go, Bob. Yo, I can see that new trailer for Witcher 4, especially after all the milestones that they hit with like Cyberpunk and the DLC. I think they said the Cyberpunk was like 30-something million. DLC was like 10 million or something like that.
You want an off the wall one? This one I know you're gonna love, Bart. Bandai Namco, a new Tales of game gets announced.
Oh, I can see that. That's not awesome. That's not because Tales game get cranked out pretty fast.
Yeah. We need a new one too, bro. Like I need a new one. It's
2022 was the last one that came out. They did a wonderful DLC. I can see a new Tales game being announced. At either
like
show.
Tales remake or like a remaster as well. Like I feel like it's gonna be a brand new Tales game, and then because Tales of Xillia, and Tales of Tales of Xillia. There's another one I can't. I know those two. The Tales of Xillia is probably one I know a lot of people have been asking for as well.
That could be here or at the Xbox show, because last time the Xbox show
I forgot Xbox having a show as well. Xbox.
The Xbox they announced Tales of Arise the last show.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Might be at the Xbox show. Yeah. But Tales of from Bandai for sure. I think we'll see.
Let's get to Capcom.
Yo, real talk, I'm gonna keep it a stack. If Capcom not showing, Jesus, what was this game? The game that was supposed to come out and got delayed.
Let's start with a P. Pragmata.
Pragmata. I need to see something from that game, yo.
I don't care about that. My prediction is
RE9 is probably what it's gonna be as well.
it's not even RE9. New Devil May Cry game will be teased at Summer Games Fest. From Capcom.
I don't.
It's
I don't
time.
see that at all.
We in hell, and I feel like it's gonna be completing the series with Devil May Cry 6. Announcement. Summer Games Fest. You hear it. Devil May Cry came out in 2019. Then it came out with ain't no Dino Crisis.
No, Devil May Cry 5 came out 2020.
No. The PlayStation 5 version came out.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Yep, you're right. I think for Sega we're gonna get a P4 remake tease.
Oh, I seen somebody post something like that. Because the voice actor for Chie is no longer a part of P4. I think they said something like that.
She said something about the remake, so the remake is there.
We going Devil May Cry 5 was mid. Yo, Curtis, you're my boy. Yeah, Bridget. There is no slander on Devil May Cry. Listen, if I was younger, I'd have definitely dedicated to get that platinum. I beat that game multiple times. But I don't think I'm that dedicated to beat the game on the hell difficulty, the Dante Must Die, or the Spartan one I did.
No, not Spartan. Yeah, I think it's Dante Must Die or something like that.
Yeah, the ones where you die, you just start all over. You know what I mean? And there's other joints where you got to go through the game on that mode, and like you can't get hit. I'm just like, yo, I can dedicate myself to DMC. You know what I mean? Like I before in PS3 and the 4. But I'm like, man, that's a little too much. But Devil May Cry 5 is mid. You are crazy. A lot of people say it's mid because the combos got harder. Combos got harder to do. You got to be a little bit more technical to do them combos, man. But I'm gonna go back to PlayStation. We going back to Insomniac because people been sleeping on Insomniac. Okay. Insomniac not done. If PlayStation not doing a showcase, a teaser to what's coming to Spider-Man World series will be at Summer Games Fest. Either Venom or the Spider-Man 3, whatever it is, but a teaser is coming. Wolverine is going to be shown. New trailer with gameplay elements. Wolverine. But Spider-Man, whatever in that world, Venom, or the next game, that will be teased as well at Summer Games Fest. PlayStation showing up. If they're not going to be at a showcase, they better show up at this showcase. I mean, at this Summer Games Fest. But that's my.
I think .mu we're going to see Marvel Invasion get a release date for that.
Oh, that's coming out holiday.
Yeah, we'll get a date, an actual date. We don't know the date. Probably get a release date for that.
Okay, I'm with that. I mean, yeah, I can see. Oh, because .mu is doing the Shinobi one too, right? Is that them?
No, I thought that was Supermassive.
No, Supermassive ain't doing no Shinobi game. The Shinobi little art style. Let me look.
I thought that was ain't that Supermassive or somebody like that?
Hell no, Supermassive don't make no games like that.
Mm.
Oh no, that's the Sega.
Oh, Sega, okay. Oh yeah, you're right, Sega.
Oh, and that's coming out in August, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna promote that as well.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a few more PlayStation centric. What you thinking?
More disappointment. That's what'll be announced. More disappointment. More disappointment, my boy.
Hey, yo, I feel like something a new controller
Again, more disappointment.
They
We need
they,
more controllers.
they gonna announce a new color.
Unless it's a red DualSense Edge, I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Respectfully.
all right. Here's my prediction.
What's up?
Whatever they show, like a trailer, state of play or showcase will be teased after saying that it's going to take place at whatever date in June.
Crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
That's going to happen here at the Summer Games Fest. Because that's what a lot of people are going to use the Summer Game Fest for. That's what a lot of people use E3 for. You know what I mean? And I feel like PlayStation is going to do something like that.
You know, I believe you. I actually think you're right. 100%. Nasty work. Nasty work.
You know what I would love to see too? Oh, go ahead.
I think for PlayStation, we'll probably get a Fair Games trailer.
That's Fair Games. Release in 2026.
Hopefully, crazy. Yeah, Fair Games might get the
prediction. How many 2025 PlayStation trailers are you going to see this Summer Game Fest?
One. Yote. That's it. That's it. Ain't shit else coming from PlayStation in 2025. What you mean?
Do you think they're going to show any VR?
No, that shit dead too. Nah, no. Nah, bro. That shit dead, boy. Especially since Shogun. Nah.
Do you think you said that it's going to show Intergalactic? That's going to be a heavy one?
Trailer. Yeah, I think they'll show a new trailer for that, yeah.
They ain't going to be gameplay in there?
Little smidge.
My last PlayStation prediction is going to be, this is going to be a generic one, but one of these third-party developers will have a PlayStation exclusive game they're announcing for PlayStation 5. That's coming out next year.
Coming out next year.
You know what I mean? So last prediction, then we get up out of here.
All right, PlayStation centric. I think PlayStation will announce a brand new China Hero Project game, AAA.
That sounds very viable. I don't think there's no technical constraints around that.
Not no technical constraints around that at all.
That seems very viable. I'm with that.
Not at all.
All right, y'all. So y'all let us know some of y'all predictions in the comment section. After the stream goes,
no technical constraints either.
No technical constraints or none of that, man.
Oh yeah, Sony Santa Monica new IP. Yo, real talk, it's about time for them too, man. We coming up years.
Yo,
it's time. And they've been simultaneously working on two projects anyway. So Barlog's project, which is supposed to be the sci-fi space game or whatever, is supposed to be the next project from Sony Santa Monica. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a little teaser of that or something like that.
Yeah, it's time. But my overall thing is that I feel like Summer Games Fest has definitely grown in size and importance and stature and whatnot. But I still believe that PlayStation should be doing their own showcase.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I'm not saying that you can't show a trailer here and then continue from that. But that's part of the whole showcase vibe is like you can show these games, you can tease these games, you can announce these games, and then have state of plays where you can further talk to the community about them. That's typically what you did around PlayStation 4, early PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Where you was having Horizon trailer that teased at the game awards. Then you had another trailer, and then you had a state of play dedicated to Forbidden West. What happened to that, bro? You know what I mean? What the hell? What happened?
What happened was you'll like what we give you, and that's it. Price increases and accept it.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Why you worrying about future games, Bari? Worry about the games now. Worry about the brand new games coming out right now. Why you worried
Yo,
about stuff that you can't even play yet? You got games
wanna
coming out right now.
before we close out though, I want to give a big platinum trophy to my man Oolong T Gaming. Oops. My boy is married. That's a married man.
Oh, he
Shout out
is?
to
Yo,
Oolong, man.
congrats.
Met Oolong at Evo, matter of fact. So you know, what I mean, it was dope meeting Oolong as well. You know, big shout out to you getting married, bro. That's a big accomplishment,
Yeah,
man.
congrats, man. You know, finding your player too, man. It was great. We met both of them too at
Yeah.
Evo last year.
Mhm.
So, you know, shout out to you and your wife Oolong, and blessing you both on you know, your marriage and through life and everything. And, you know, black love, man. It's good to see. So, you know, big congrats to you, Oolong, and, you know, congrats to the wife as well. And, you know, many blessings.
Yo, Will, what games you drowning in, bro? Let me know.
Finding your player too, man, in this day and age, man. You find your player too, you gotta hold on to it, man. Hold on to it. Trust me. It ain't nothing in these trust.
What games you drowning in, Will? Let me know, man.
I'm not drowning in no games because I don't play games.
That's the excuse. So that's because you're playing a lot of games. PlayStation should have announced nothing. But is that
Damn, he said congrats to marriage, goodbye to freedom. Yo, I know that's probably a joke. Yo, that's crazy. Like,
oh no, that's
a lot of people
a
joke. That's a joke,
typical,
but I know
joke.
a lot of people you know, always make that joke like, yo, marriage. Like, yo, listen, I don't know what kind of marriages y'all be in, but yo, listen. If the idea of getting married means no, y'all married the wrong people. That's what it is. A lot of folks marry the wrong person, and that's why they feel like there's no freedom because you laying up with the wrong person. Shit, fuck that.
Nah, AA Ghost. I don't think we're gonna see anything from Ben Studio. They just got announced that they
just got their shit canceled. What you mean?
The game that they was making for years got canceled right there. So if PlayStation was to cancel that game,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying, Damien. You married the wrong person. Yeah, of course it's gonna feel like you losing your freedom. You married to the wrong. Being married to the right person doesn't mean you lose your freedom. It means that you share your experiences with the person that you built that life with. It's an extension of your freedom, not a suppression of it. That's crazy. Anybody I'm marrying, it's an extension of my freedom. If I'm traveling, having fun, doing this, doing that, or whatever, her being a part of my life is gonna be an extension of those experiences. I'm not suppressing that. And same thing with her. Whatever her experiences are and what she let it do, we share those experiences together. That's what marriage is. Not no losing freedom. Fuck, I look like. Excuse me, my fault. Listen, yo, end the show, bro. My fault.
You're gonna lose a little bit of freedom because you gotta sacrifice a little bit. But
I mean, yes, obviously, marriage. Certain things now become into consideration because now you have to take into consideration the other person's feelings. Oh, damn. No, obviously, yeah, you definitely have to sacrifice a little bit. You definitely have to sacrifice a little bit because obviously now you're living your life, you're sharing your life with somebody else. So obviously their opinions and whatnot also matter. Especially when it comes to your wife, yeah, their opinions matter, and obviously you want to take what they think and say into consideration. But you know, when I hear people say, "Oh, get married, you lose freedom," it's like, "Oh yeah, you can't go out, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't have fun." Who the fuck are y'all marrying where that's even happening? Why would you even marry somebody that life becomes that? Fuck out of here. Yo, hell no. That's crazy.
She got good box.
Nah. Listen, and that's y'all problem. Y'all getting caught up. Listen, in good box, I have a man doing some stupid shit. I get you, but nah, you got to have that discipline, and you got to be logical enough to realize, despite the box being good, everything else about her ain't. But you know, y'all get caught up in that, so I get it, man. My fault. Decent. I know you joking, but I've seen that a lot just through my life of like people saying like you lose your freedom, and even people that are married.
I told him it was a joke.
Are married, they say, yeah, I know it's a joke, but I know people that are married that say, oh yeah, I don't got no freedom, I can't do that. I'm like, why would you marry somebody where your life becomes that? That's crazy. I'm not marrying no woman where my life becomes that. And she shouldn't marry somebody where her becomes that either. It's a shared experiences. Man, let me shut up, man. This is WUPS. This ain't no goddamn dating show. Let's get up out of here, Bari. Get to the outros, man. My fault,
Yeah,
man. This ain't the podcast for that.
Typically, when I'm hosting Persona, you you like to, deviate a little bit.
You could have cut me off anytime. Nah, you could have cut me off anytime, man.
Oh no, I ain't gonna cut you off.
I think it's because I'd have did it with you. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know me.
You'd have did it, but I'd have still be talking. But
absolutely.
But nah, we'll close it out. Here's your platinum trophies, y'all. PlayStation 5 version. I don't know PlayStation doing PlayStation 4 version, but hey, it is what it is. This. WUPS marriage counseling. That sounds crazy.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I ain't got no marriage experience.
I'm not married yet, so I can't really speak on it in that regard to counsel somebody.
Hit the people with your outro, man. Let the people what's going on with you. If you got anything going on with you, definitely saw a message from you. Shout out to that $10 I got back. But go ahead, man. Bought me an extra. I put a extra sauce on my chicken wings.
2 beef patty with cocoa bread instead of 1. Eh?
Nah, instead of 1 barbecue sauce, I got 2 barbecue sauce with that.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. So for what Bari's talking about is I did cancel the memberships on my channel because obviously I'm not consistently putting out gaming content. And so having the membership be active like that while not consistently putting out like shows or streams or whatever, it's not right to the people that do support me. So the memberships are ending, have ended, canceled. So whoever, whoever's a part of it, you should have received your money back from that. But and this is not me saying that I won't ever not do content anymore. Something with like a game or whatever, I'll do like an impromptu stream or something like that. But like I said in my community post on my channel, my focus is not really video game content creation. My focus really is other things within my personal life that's really going to propel me to that next level of where I want to be in my life. So that's my main focus. But for me, you can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want, Gaming with Persona. Like I said, there'll still be stuff on there from time to time, right? But don't expect like a consistent cadence. But I do appreciate everybody that did support me, support my channel, and support WUPS and everything like that. And yeah, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a fun, great weekend with whatever it is that you're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Persona having a baby. Y'all funny, man.
Persona Junior.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? If it's a son, it'll definitely be a junior. If it's a girl, named after my mother.
You gonna call your son Persona?
Absolutely.
Yo, but once again, big shout out to my man P-Rock. He did a debate yesterday against Josh Edits. This is a long debate, like 8 hours, but it definitely was funny, in my opinion. So I'm going to share it here if you guys missed out on it. Definitely going to check it out. Against this PC guy, which now I'm seeing like he's a PC guy, but he's not even playing on his account. That's what I heard. I could have misheard that, bro.
What
I
PC
heard
guy?
Josh Edits. He
Wait,
said
so this guy don't play games? Like what?
I'm not saying that he don't play games. I'm saying he don't play games on his own account. From what I'm hearing, his Steam account, he don't play games on. He play games on somebody else's account. And he has like I guess he's like sharing an Xbox and a PlayStation 4.
Oh my God. My dog ain't my homework ass bullshit. Hey, come on, man. I'm good, man.
Hey, listen.
Shout out to P-Rock. I don't even want to watch. Shout out to P-Rock and what he's doing. But just hearing that, I don't even want to watch that bullshit, man. Because what?
That's where I was. What? That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Before I started the show, I was like, okay. I'm like, I know I've seen this opinion on a lot of from this guy. I'm like, yo, you're not even playing the games on your account. So if somebody was even try to check you, you can't even say, oh, it's on my. Can you play it? You play on somebody else's account?
Bro, that's some my dog ate my homework ass bullshit, man. I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm good. Listen, but this is the people that y'all want to listen to. This is the people y'all follow. So cool.
Yo, listen, man.
Listen, if you like it, I love it. That's all.
Yo, shout out to Slow Mo Backslap with a $5 donation. He said, "What's good, gentlemen? Good show. Hit the like button, people. Expedition 33 is game of the year. I'm out. I agree. It's my current game of the year.
Shout out to you, Slow Mo. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, Eversley, nah, because I don't want that to stop flowing. No, I'm not having a kid yet. One day, but no children.
Persona already have kids. They just in different countries.
Hey, yo, chill. Don't even joke like that, bro. Don't yo, chill. Yo, chill. Nah, I'm good. I got no children. Nowhere in this world do I have children.
He's sending PSN cards. He good. they gaming for sure. I know that. They gaming.
Hey, yo, I got no kids, man. I don't got no kids yet. Not yet.
I know they gaming on their PlayStation accounts. But yo, big shout out to Porter Rock, man. It's very entertaining debate so far. But like I said, when it comes to gaming debates, I'm regardless of who you are, I respect somebody coming on, because not a lot of people come on and do actual gaming debates, not anymore like that. So the fact that he actually came on, I give kudos to him on that. But the things that's being said, listen, you got to be experienced, man. If you're going to be debating somebody like Porter Rock, you got to come in the experience. You can't just be willy nilly and I don't know the fuck going on. You can't be doing that.
That's the fact, though. Though. You can't just be coming up on that bullshit like that and then go fly. That's why a lot of dudes, they don't want to do that, because the embarrassment would be like astronomical for a lot of people, and especially a lot of people in this community. Please.
Yeah, back in the day, people would debate a lot, like going on channels and Google, what's it called, Google Live. What do you call it?
Just look at Spaces. Look at how many times, just by me asking people questions in Spaces, they get emotional and wanting to. They hate me and trying to meme my pictures and all this other shit. Or whatever.
Are people even debating in the Spaces like that? Like, like
I don't
debates?
know. I'm not in there. So
I haven't been in the space like in a good 2 weeks or whatnot. I haven't really listened to like that, but like even when I do listen in, I don't really hear, like, people have disagreements here.
What they gonna debate? Motherfuckers ain't even playing and completing the games. What you debating this, man? Listen, man, stop it. What you debating in Spaces?
Not debating. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna get up out of here. Hopefully, I enjoy y'all Saturday. I linked Porter Rock's debate in the chat, so definitely gonna check it out. Porter Rock, that's the fam right there. And we'll catch you in the next one, man. 4 more episodes to go.
3 more.
Yeah, now 3 more. And then we definitely got to get Hip Hop Gamer on either next one or the one after that, but definitely before episode 200. He did say at PAX he wanted to come on through because he got a special announcement or special breaking news to announce. So we'll definitely hit him up and get him on one of those episodes. But yo, 197, 198, 199.
Wait, 197, 98. Oh, it is 4. It is 4. It's not 3. It's 4. It is 4. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, always remember, man, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday, same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And we will be doing live reactions to Summer Game Fest. So be on the lookout for that as well. I'll set that up throughout the week and, post that out. But we'll be doing live reactions to Summer Game Fest. And then obviously Saturday's show, we'll talk about everything all the news and everything and whatnot. So, yeah, it'll be a fun time. But listen, guys, we appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts here at WUPS. Thank you guys for always supporting us, man. And we hope you guys have a great weekend.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for all the likes, the shares, and the donations. Anybody that super chatted, we appreciate it. Everybody that's commented in the comment section, we appreciate it. Shout out to YouTube with a community leaderboard kind of thing. Wolfgang Mishma took number 1. You know what I mean? He electricked everybody in the chat. So big shout out to Wolf, man. And also make sure you subscribe to Wolfgang, because he does a lot of great gaming content, Tekken streams. He got some wrestling podcasts that he does as well, VR streams. You know what I mean? Doing some gaming content out there, man. So if you guys are about that stuff, the stuff that you talk about, you want to see, he definitely does over there. And then big shout out to Plus on Block podcast. They go live tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's my bro Upchuck Gaming and Dreology 619,
Yes,
where they do a fighting game podcast called Plus on Block podcast. And yeah, they talk about fighting game news and all the good stuff about that. Whether it's disagreements or any of that, they talk about it. So if you guys looking for gaming content, definitely check these people out. Before we head out for WUPS, we will definitely link a lot of channels and people that we respect in the gaming community, and it's like, show love and support to everyone. You probably already subscribed to them already, but if you haven't, definitely show love and support, because they will be continuing and they will be talking all the gaming stuff as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. About to get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. We gone. Deuces.
Peace out.